You guys actually caught me watching.
We're on live.
We're live
I
now.
have,
But now, yeah.
yeah, anime. You caught right in the middle of season 2. I was watching My Hero Academia.
Nice. Hey,
Okay,
Batty
so
Commander.
to those who are joining in
Hey,
with us,
Commander.
sorry we got talking and running our mouths backstage and didn't realize we didn't even go live and we were just talking.
I gotta say, that's a
We were
really good.
debating, but definitely anime night. I swear, I only watch anime for the stories. I didn't even.
I
never-
only watch.
Right.
I only watch My Hero Academia for the story.
You
H2O,
only watch
well,
anime
yeah.
for the stories, and I wear shirts with low cut cleavage tops just
Anime.
so I feel good, not to get my husband's
What is
attention.
this word hentai? I've never heard of it before.
Anime. What did you think of that Toga figure?
Loved it.
That's a cool figure. She was only $32.
Bad.
Let's just say I would love to be Mount Lady's apprentice. Intern. The great kid got her as an intern. Like, wow.
You know you're all nuts, right?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
But you know the fact that we can sit
I'm
backstage
certified.
and bullshit
Wanna
and
see my
rant and
certificate?
rave and talk together and argue and debate and hang out. We don't even realize we've gone live yet because we're just hanging out the second we're all in the same room. Does actually say something about us as a group, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Just sitting there talking, waiting for anime night to get off the toilet.
Well, or at least to put his hand and whatever is in his hand down. I mean,
Yeah. That's what I mean. Get off.
oh, by the way, according to my husband, I shouldn't be calling you the Fat Master 2000 because it's after 2000. You should be the Fat Master 2000.
Anyway, didn't you have a special shout out to give?
Yay. Why don't we wait a
Eagle?
little? Why don't we wait a little bit till we're into the 10-minute mark?
Yeah, right.
We just started.
Yeah. Oh, that's right. Sorry.
I
It
wanna
would be
anchor-
half an hour and we just started.
I gotta
Yeah.
finish. I gotta finish Iron Blooded Orphans too. I'm on season 2 of that.
Oh God, get a tissue
You know, I
box.
haven't finished the second
Get
half
a
of the
tissue
last
box.
season of
Dude,
I did.
season 1 left me so I was so pissed off after season 1 ended.
Yeah.
Hey,
I'm an
Bolsa.
idiot. I still haven't seen the last half of you know how Attack on Titan was broken into 2 parts for the last season. I haven't seen the 2nd half of it.
Really?
Yeah. Somebody spoiled it for me, and I've been waiting for it to drain out of my mind.
Hey, Fappers. I love you, crazy assholes.
As a giantess lover,
that's
you'd
cool.
think.
I'll go to the GameStop one of these days.
Well, David, you'd think as a giant lover, I would love Attack on Titan, but I've never given that one a chance.
Can I say that every time
I
somebody
almost
says
gave up
he's
on
in
it.
one sec. Every time somebody says he's into giants, all I can think is that he wants to climb inside a giant pussy and sleep in it.
Yeah, what? Who doesn't want it? Who doesn't want a large bedroll?
Lower your mic level. It's topping out.
Oh,
Yeah, hold
sorry,
on.
man. Sorry, man. It's supposed. I'm having a. For some reason, the auto adjust is gone crazy, and
Oh no, I fixed it.
how
I fixed everybody's audio in the background.
How about that?
so-
Do I sound a lot better?
There you
Yeah.
go.
Both me and
Okay.
Anime sometimes will sit there and tweak people's mics if they sound off when they come in.
Yeah.
it's crazy. I don't know what it is. You think by now they get it right?
Exactly. However, I did promise. I have some new lists up and everything, but
Ooh.
I have a Cartoon Network one. I have a Disney one. I looked at. I know Eagle Rider's gonna rip apart the Disney one. That's why I have it up there. That's why I have it there.
Yeah.
So you're
Hey.
gonna
The
have fun
kid
with
who
that.
who had some typical little girl tendencies and liked a lot of that stuff as a kid and has gotten very pissed with what they've done with it of late.
And
Yeah.
I couldn't do I'm still trying to get a horror movie one together, but there's just like one
Oh.
that has so many, and it's like I'm like trying to find a simplistic one to where it's easy to follow, where it's easy to place and everything, and we're not scrolling halfway down the page.
Bob, did you want to
Yeah.
run by them the one that we're starting to talk about doing in the artwork you showed me earlier and see what they think?
I'm actually putting that together here. Hold on to you.
Oh, by the way, for the Trek fans, I have my avatar in Star Trek cosplay,
Projects here.
the original 60s.
Decade of horror. Okay, that would probably be easier.
That could be good.
Let me see if I can.
We've decided since who we used to go to do karaoke nights is no longer doing them. We have been coming up with our own version that me and Bob want to host.
Welcome back.
Okay. So,
And he's
sorry.
got a piece of artwork I want your opinions on.
oh, I've already got the whole animation there too. I posted all that too.
Well, start with that artwork piece for the thumbnail you sent me.
Okay. Well, no.
Screen share them because
Well, first
I'm
let
lazy.
me hold on. Let me get this up here. It'll help.
I know.
Yeah.
Fucking wanker. I mean,
Close that out.
how the hell have we managed to be constantly co-hosting for each other for almost 4 years, Bob? We're usually just
God.
fighting.
Get this set up.
Who says you can't torture a friend, right?
And
But so
All
far,
right, so here's the first part. Yeah. Anime, can you turn off the text on screen a sec?
Yes.
yeah, because I was, I'm wondering, well, what do we call this thing? And
How would that be for a thumbnail for a karaoke stream?
The
oh
tone.
god,
Oh, wow.
oh god,
Damn.
a
yeah,
karaoke.
Rosetta wanted to call it just tone deaf and bitchy. I need something more than
Well,
that.
no, you said what to call it. I said, I don't know, tone deaf and bitchy. I'm tired. Shut the fuck up. and then he took a few of the other jokes we made while we were goofing around the
Yeah.
other night and added up
think
to
I
it.
found a good
That's
one.
what we got so
And
far.
that's something a little more, kind of, a little more grandiose and slightly delusion of grandeur type thing. So,
I do not have delusions of grandeur. I have delusions of adequacy. Get it right.
and I take it back down here because I don't want to show off any more names here.
Yeah.
Let me switch it around.
Oh, I think I found.
Let's skip
Okay,
it.
here we go.
And
I will-
here,
One, two,
I will
three.
say
Oh,
though,
that's a good
so
one.
far watching that show, it's
Okay.
okay. Now, pull that back up. Now this is combined though with the opening and the closing. So this is going to be opening.
oh god,
And then
where have I
cut.
heard that from?
Rocky and Bullwinkle.
That's it.
This is the closing.
Basically, we're trying to see how many people we can offend and also entertain, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I actually can sing. I actually led choir groups even. So
Mhm.
the thing is that I am such a rowdy headbanger. Do you know what kind of vocal skills I have?
Mhm.
I sound like a soft soprano folk singer. So I don't really sing very often in front of people
Mhm.
because
Hmm.
I start singing and they sit there looking at me like, what the fuck?
Julie Andrews sings Led Zeppelin.
There is going to be a little side note to that.
Mhm.
The fireworks are going to be an interesting choice since I haven't been able to be around them in a couple years for obvious reasons.
Yeah. Well, that's the animated ones anyway.
Yeah, at least you didn't add the sound.
No, I got rid of the sound. The whole point was to get the music.
Yeah, I'm saying it could be worse for me.
Mhm.
I haven't watched fireworks since lightning,
Mhm.
Hmm.
if that makes any sense.
Well, I'll tell you what. I got different applause clips.
Uh-oh.
You really want to be mean.
Oh yes, we have to show those.
Hold on.
I'm not talking
Hold
about that. I'm saying actually sing. I say that I mean ability. I've led choir groups. I've won talent shows with it. I am not going to
Okay,
screech in somebody's ear.
Whoops. Let me get a full screen first, so we don't.
I am.
There we go. All right, basically a standard one. Huh?
We
Okay,
have
take
a
it back
couple
down.
of Klaus clips that you can play after people perform.
Yeah.
Because we will not avoid teasing people at all.
Hold on.
And
And this one. Yeah.
But we gotta get to the last one. And we have to play the whole scene on that one.
It's on a loop. Just go pull it up. Try that down.
Ah!
And of course, we really want to get really snarky. You should recognize the scene.
What did I do?
Mm-hmm.
What did I do?
Don't you know what that's from?
Oh yeah. Mm-hmm.
Anime?
Look for that clip.
Was oh god, it's too early.
So I have to look what I can do.
Bob, would
It's
you
too
please
early to
fill
ask
him
me.
in?
Too early to ask me questions.
I'm too disappointed to even answer right now. Would you fill him in?
Look what I can do.
Bob?
What is the opening? Germany was having what a sad story.
Okay, let's not sing that song.
Yeah.
It's the producer's anime.
No, the producers
The
are
original.
Ah.
Yeah,
That
after
was
the-
literally the guy cheering towards the beginning of their play that was basically a tribute to a certain somebody
yes,
in the
after the
30s
big
and 40s.
opening number. Yeah.
Oh no. Oh boy.
Now, whether or not we'll actually use that on somebody, I don't know.
Oh, I will. I absolutely will. I mean,
Mhm.
sorry, did I say that?
Mm-hmm.
Bob, there's days I would have used that on you. I mean,
I know. It will be used in jest. Okay.
But you know, David, I would, on a different note, I would say the philosophy that they use in My Hero Academia is pretty interesting. Like, for instance,
That's cool.
they
Yeah.
it's not your typical superhero story. It's like they show that not all heroes are perfect and not all villains are as evil as they're portrayed, and
Well-
it's like a good mixture of thought process.
You look at most anime and you
Mhm.
get that they don't have perfect characters. You know,
Mhm.
sorry, Sailor
technically,
Moon,
Bullet, I
she's a
have
dick.
both versions.
Naruto, he's autistic.
Yeah.
That's an understatement, isn't it?
Overall, I prefer the original version, although, and again, I'm still pissed they cut this from the movie because it was in the Broadway show, though, the Nathan Lane version, King of Old Broadway. I think that was the best number in the whole damn movie, and they cut it from the movie. You know, it mustn't hold them whole show. You know.
Why does my mom wait for me to be on air and then start sending me messed up memes?
Because you're on there and you want to
Same reason,
see
you
your
know,
embarrassed face.
Step beside them in the way of conversation to say, "I need something." No.
Oh, so, but the thing is about anime and why it's doing so well is because it's more about the fundamental flaws of humanity rather than the actual story, and I think people get that.
Mm-hmm.
You know, vampire princess, you know, for all her powers, you know, she has so many limitations and just dances around, you know, walks that thin line pretending they don't exist, you know.
Right.
That she's not a precarious cup. She may be an immortal, but she's a precarious cupcake that could die from, you know, from sunlight, etc. You know, all these things that can kill her.
Well, see, the thing is that I love my anime. I will say there's moments when I think the scenes in some get gratuitous on just adding stuff that doesn't make sense just for fan service. But I love it overall, and most of the fan service I love overall. And we're never gonna like every single thing made in any genre
fan service.
or any type
What
of
is this
thing.
fan service? I've never heard of fan service.
Fan service is why I wear low cut dresses all the time when I'm on air. I mean,
and why we get the numbers we do.
this would be called fan service, okay?
Really? I've never heard. What are these things called?
Hey,
Well, I don't know. I don't know who made the influence, but they had a scene in that anime.
We'll talk later.
They had a scene in that anime, and I saw it earlier before I got on here, where all of the females dressed as cheerleaders at the sports
I would say
competition.
that the bonus episodes in Reincarnated as a Slime were some of the better fan service. They had a whole episode.
Come on,
the
the original fan service, the Sailor Moon transformation sequence.
I'm not a fan of Sailor Moon, okay? But
I'm just saying.
Let me talk about what I was saying first, and then you can go back to yours. Come on.
Right.
They had an entire episode that involved the girls learning how to do butts sumo. They had an entire episode where they're trying to get this stuff from a beach to make these things, and it ends up with one girl's horrible cooking angering the creature in the water so much that he started grabbing them all with tentacles and stripping them, while the hero of the story is going, "Oh no, this is awful." While he's watching.
Big Cow, was that you?
Oh no! Someone must stop us now. Get the popcorn.
Look, as long as they do Mount Lady fan service for us, I'm fine. I don't really.
Yeah.
No, I am just saying.
Well, it's
right?
not
you
it's
go back
universal.
to the
Season
you go
3 of
back to the
Picard was
90s.
fan service wall to wall, and the thing is, we earned that fan service after years of abuse and neglect.
Yes.
Too little, too late. I'm not watching it. They can suck my crack. I mean.
Yeah.
They also undid a lot of crap that happened before then, because with destroying the Enterprise D and killing off Kirk, they basically fixed that. Now I might actually watch that movie again.
How do you fix Star Trek? Give Bob a chainsaw and lock him in the writer's room for a little while.
On some things, Bob would gut it more and be more hardcore traditional.
Me and Rob Burnett and a couple other guys.
On some things, I'm more hardcore traditional Trek fan who would gut it more than Bob.
David, that's actually a movie I'd pay to see.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm going to say this nicely, guys, and I'm going to say this nicely, guys, and I don't mean this as any disrespect. I'm a lot scarier with power tools than Bob is. And I can introduce you to people who would verify that from when I was working in demolition crew and carpentry.
David,
all I'm saying is that we need someone with just a little bit of finesse and a little bit of Trek knowledge to go in there and decide who lives and dies.
I can see it. No, look, I can see it.
I just look at it. It's like
characters in Minecraft.
I've been bouncing people who knew Roddenberry and bouncing. Yeah, that sounds like him. So I think I got a pretty good handle on how that man's brain works.
I could literally
back in the day before I started getting
Bob, let's be honest here. We're pretty close to the fanaticism and the devotion to studying all the history of Trek. Would you say that? Now, would you say that I would be scarier to take on with power tools than you?
Oh yeah.
Hey, David, I could see that. I could see
anchor of encyclopedia they put out over here. So I got to go through that with the highlighters and Scott. No, that doesn't count. That doesn't count. I have gotten every edition of the Concordance fan version through through the latest one, which nobody was happy with, by the way.
I could see the tagline now, Bob. It wasn't just a writer's strike with him. It was literally a writer striking.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was striking the writers.
I'm still saying I'd be better for this part than Bob. Sorry, love you, Bob.
The writers were stunning and brave.
I think I would like
to be like pigs.
We deal with Star Trek. I'd like to take it, again, I stem to stern. I come up from the production angle.
Let's look
So I
at
know
it this
why
way.
certain
There's
decisions were made,
reason.
why they weren't, and what they would have done if they could have done elsewhere.
Let's look at it
You
this
know
way.
what
There's a
really needs to
reason
go
why
in the entertainment
One
industry?
sec, I'm speaking.
Sorry.
There's a reason why, even though we argue all the time, we host so many Trek streams together. Isn't there?
That's fine.
Entertainment.
But what really needs to go in the entertainment industry is this goddamn obsession with goddamn toys.
Hey, leave my box under the bed out of this. I mean,
merchandising, where the real money's made. Spaceballs the puppet, Spaceballs the model kit, Spaceballs the flamethrower.
Spaceballs.
No, I love my toys.
Mm-hmm.
I put something in private for you guys to check out when you, at your convenience.
I said I love my toys while holding this. Don't be dirty.
No, I'm not against it, right?
Although that shape has some possibilities.
The reason why Kathleen Kennedy...
It's a gnome.
Yeah, the shape.
The reason why Kathleen Kennedy was never fired is because she brought in over $11 billion just to Disney in toy revenue.
Now, the reason why Kathleen Kennedy was never fired is because she knows how to suck a dick.
Yeah, there's a YouTube link in the private chat.
I'm sorry, did I say that?
Riker in HR. Can I speak to you about how you sit in chairs in front of women, Mr. Riker?
Actually, there's another anime I've been watching that's recently finished. On episode 7 of it. It's called Ruri Rocks, an introduction to mineralogy. Surprisingly, it's good. There is a bit of fan service, but it's not overtly blatant.
I like overt fan service depending on the day. I mean,
but it's there, but it's actually done in a clever way, and I'm like, oh, that's actually clever.
Yeah.
But it still doesn't. But it still keeps the story going and everything.
Yeah,
I will
See,
say.
that's the thing.
I will say for Iron-Blooded Orphans, the story is fantastic. As a Gundam fan, I really don't like how they relegate them to relics of the past. Because it's kind of like, well, what purpose does a Gundam serve in this universe then? When Gundams are the main star of any Gundam franchise.
Supposed to be, yeah. The whole idea is they were meant to be the ultimate weapon, but also just pretty much fan service to get the crowd in, for the story.
It's mech porn, just like the Star Trek the Motion Picture was ship porn. Let's be honest.
The story holds up, though. I like it. An orphan
I'm not
is
saying
overthrows
I didn't criticize the story. I'm just saying they're using the Gundam now just to get people to the story.
One thing I'm hoping for is the Continental Theater still standing by the time the 50th.
But for a long-running series,
it needs to be on a big screen.
Okay, but the story holds up just fine. I mean, an orphanage that overthrows a military organization. I mean, that's
crazy.
That's a pretty good story.
Yeah, that's the premise alone. You say, how the hell? See how they did that, But that's the thing. For a long-running series, Gundam's held up much better than, say, Naruto or Bleach did.
Mm-hmm.
Naruto is like Dragon Ball Z. It's got way too many filler episodes and it's slow. It's a little bit faster paced than Dragon Ball Z is, but it's
like Conan. It was designed from the beginning to always be a long running series.
Yeah.
Same with One Piece. It was designed from the beginning to be a long running series. Although he was going to finish it at 12. That was 20 seasons ago.
There is also something when it comes to these really long running series, be them anime, sitcoms, dramas, or other stuff. You hit a certain point where you don't really attract new fans anymore because nobody wants to watch that much shit to figure out what's going on.
Mm-hmm. But the thing is, because they have them, like One Piece had a target, and as long as they met that target, they were going to be on air, and they're still meeting that target.
I'm not bad mouthing that. I'm not bad mouthing that. I'm just saying eventually the way they die is that their fans start dying off and they can't get new ones.
Well, yeah,
Now what?
but I believe One Piece has an ending sitting on the table, an ending movie anyway, in waiting to go. You know what I mean? They expected it to end years ago.
If they ever kill the series off.
And realize I wasn't just saying this as regards to One Piece or anything else. I'm talking about in general.
I'm just using it as an example.
You see it with shows across the board where eventually you get more than 10 seasons in and people look at it and go, I'm not going to watch that much just to figure out what's going on to watch a new episode.
Well, that happened to Bleach. It got, season 8 started to get with the Quincy's and people were like confused. And by season 12, wait a minute, he's the enemy now? What do you mean he was the enemy? What do you mean he's been the enemy all along? And like confused fans. They relied too much on the external media. That's another thing that long-running series. You're right. It's homework, but when a long-running series gives you external homework, like Marvel's,
it can hold up to the diehard fans, but it struggles to get new fans after so many years.
Yeah,
and you're probably just pissed off the long-term fans because you screwed something up somewhere in there.
Yeah, Bleach screwed up its
not talking to you.
Well, for me, that would be Dragon Ball Super because that's where they screwed up for me.
Yeah. I don't know Dragon Ball that well, but I've heard many people with many things say that that's a series that should have ended because you have a limited supply of Dragon Balls and they get sick of the reboots, where they got them all.
It suffers from kind of the same thing that Supernatural did. If you had the ability, if you had the ability to,
damn, you cut out real bad. You cut out
breaking
real
up
bad
there.
Now there are shows I think you could create, right? Where you could basically go indefinitely and people could just pick up and watch and leave again. Like if you did a show that really properly took on like 1 or 2 episodes to tell all these different mythology stories. There's so many different myths, so many different gods, so many different stories. You could go like that definitely, and it wouldn't make people have to watch all the backlog to join in.
Here's the thing. Detective Conan does very good long-running detective stories that are very simple to solve, though. It is made for kids, and it picks up a new audience every year, and it dies off. And within a few years, its audience dies off, but it continues.
Okay, you said it's aimed for kids, and then the audience dies off, and my brain went really dark. I mean,
sorry. But you know what I mean?
What you mean when my brain's stuck on that?
Sorry, I meant it's made for kids, but it gets mostly an older audience, which dies off. Yeah.
Yeah. I do get what you meant. My brain goes warped every time. I'm sorry.
Dark, yeah.
But yeah, I mean,
anime is becoming this industry where you have shows in every genre that won't die, and they're continued at the expense of the industry. It's like, look, no offense to Star Trek, but I've heard many things. Like I've had many stories, particularly about the making of Orville, which there's too many to discount them all. To say one of the reasons why all the studios wouldn't touch Orville was they didn't want to compete with Trek because it's a long-running beloved series. Same with Star Wars; they won't pick up any space.
Not by the time Orville came along, it was we need to rescue.
Yeah, I'm just saying what I've heard. I've heard the same thing about Star Trek, Star Wars. I've heard the same thing about many animes where people would say, yeah, I know this is a good series. It should get a second series, but we don't want to. But Naruto has the airtime. You know what I mean? The studio behind Naruto literally has the airtime.
Yeah.
And you do. You look at Naruto. You look at some of the big anime. They're actually owned, and the TV studios have a financial stake in them, so they're not going to pull them off the air. So they're not going to have competition.
And that's what I was kind of getting at, is that there's a lot of issues that start to get when they get long running. And that doesn't mean there are not shows that have run for a long period or have many spin-offs that I have loved in my lifetime. But I understand why it can be damaging to certain industries or certain communities if they go too far.
Maybe the daddy of them all, Gunsmoke.
Oh God.
Yeah.
Have you gotten a look at what a total complete season set of Gunsmoke runs for?
Yeah, it ain't cheap.
It's about $200, and that's
I hate to say it to you,
20 seasons. Yeah.
There are box sets I've paid more than that for. Okay,
But and this is a Walmart. Okay, this
is a,
and that's
this
one
is
where
on
it's like
discount.
20 some years of the stuff there. It's like Coney Black Widow. That one, that's just the sheer bulk of it. You know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I look. I remember. What was it? I think it was Dick Wolf in an interview. He literally said we had to sit down with many producers to get permission to continue our series, and they said why? And he says, well, we're almost at the point where we're going to make more episodes than Marshall Dillon. And I said, well, what's wrong with that? He says, well, there's an unwritten rule in Hollywood. You don't break the golden wall without permission.
No.
you want a long-running show, and it's one that my mom actually has the box set of. My mom has the box set of The Last of Summer Wine.
I should get
which
into that.
is a Britcom that is 58 discs.
Yeah,
It
this
started
will
in
be
the
going forever.
70s and only ended in like around 2015 or something like that.
But the cast kept dying off.
Yeah.
But you do realize there are lots of long-running series out there that we haven't touched on.
Well,
Yeah, I do realize that.
Supernatural is one of those series that honestly I thought it would have ended like after 5 years,
Almost did several times.
and it should have.
And let's be honest, they should have ended Simpsons long ago.
Oh,
and
God,
that's as a Simpsons fan.
Simpsons, you do know Simpsons begged to be cancelled.
I know,
But they got
And
nothing
honestly,
else to replace it.
debated at this point how many times have the voice actors that write on it write shitty stuff or literally just spit at their fans. I almost think at this point they're doing it just to see if they can get canceled.
Yeah, I think South Park's
Yeah.
a similar thing. It's like Matt and Trey want to do other things. I think, but Comedy Central is nothing else but that. You know, it's like
Matt and Trey
Daily Show's not doing it.
South Park, and they keep getting lured back with more money.
Hey, Luke, what's up?
Yeah. Well, they won't
They
cancel
were
it.
ready to get a.
They won't
Well,
let
they
them-
were ready to walk away, and then Paramount literally dropped. Well, not Paramount. Was it Sundance? Literally dropped $1.5 billion on their lap. So,
But what I was saying, Supernatural should have ended after season 5.
It's like
But
how
the
much?
writers
How much
changed.
will it? How much will it take to keep me here, voicing the same character I've done for 30 years? Oh, hi, Anime Night. Here you go, 1.5 billion.
we
Oh,
found his
God
price,
damn it.
ladies and gentlemen. We found his price.
You kidding? He probably fat for that long just for a Klondike bar.
Oh, please, right now, he'd probably, he'd give up. He'd give
Going
you
good.
up for a Klondike bar. Yes, Fed, she's over there.
I was just saying, you do it for a smile and a bag of chips. Okay.
Yeah.
Are you kidding? I'd kill you for a Klondike bar. Sorry, Ahmed just popped in my
I
head.
can imagine Cash Patel showing up at his door with a original sealed copy of Sailor Moon, going,
Oh,
"It's
Lord.
unopened."
Oh Lord. Oh.
Gabby.
Yeah.
Gabby. Oh,
I mean,
oh, we have somebody from Italy. That's impressive.
Hey,
How is it over
Luca.
there? How is it over
Welcome.
there, Luca?
I mean, David, for the time period, Sailor
Yes, you
Moon
can.
was more, and I think Anime would agree with this.
Yeah.
Sailor Moon was the female version of Dragon Ball Z that the females like, the women like.
Yeah.
Yeah, the
See, the
biggest
women like
demographics
all
was
their-
35-year-old males. Go figure.
Cause
Wait.
that-
Let's focus on this. He just said the females liked it. At a group full of men who like it with the girl that didn't.
Yeah.
yeah. Well, at the time, it was. It was like some weird unwritten rule where guys like the male shows and girls like the girl. It was weird. At that time,
The golden era of anime
That's
is
good.
that the men were men and they attracted women, and the women were women, so it attracted men.
there you go. Now with Sailor Moon, I liked it because it was anime.
Yeah. Sailor
It
Moon,
actually
I
told a
liked it.
pretty good story.
I think
Yeah,
also
I like-
part of the reason why I have a dichotomy in that is A, I was never a girly girl anyways. And
Yes.
B, I grew up in the mountains. We don't have the same culture as cities.
Yeah.
I know girls like, for instance, Jasmine. She likes Dragon Ball Z. I knew plenty of women that like Dragon Ball Z. And me and Anime liking Sailor Moon, it's actually not that uncommon.
That wasn't a favorite show of me either, actually. I was more into really warped shit. I shouldn't have been watching at that age. Okay.
Yeah, some of the animes I like got banned, like the original Demon Slayer.
I was way too young.
Ichi the Killer.
I was way too young the first time I watched Golden Boy. Anyway,
Hey, there's a really good psychological one. I think it's been made as a movie. It's called Is it called The Monster? The one about the doctor.
All I heard
who's the
was
serial
cycle
killer.
after mentioning Golden Boy, which made me think of the motorcycle girl. Anyway,
When I was a little kid, the only animated that made out here was Astro Boy and maybe Transor Z. But I was like,
Yeah,
I was not particularly
yeah,
impressed.
Astro Boy.
Okay,
Astro Boy and Robotech, American.
yeah, I just really wasn't particularly impressed at that time. So I was like, the whole thing kind of, what the hell's the big deal?
Bob, that's because you're ancient.
Mm-hmm.
Anyhow,
The
right.
Denver
There's a
Demon
Astro
Market
Boy.
was not really with it. Okay.
Astro
There's a
Boy
very-
was a little boy's fantasy, okay? I've got a machine gun. I can fix any problem with it.
I got a sledgehammer. I can destroy any problem with it. Anyway,
Well, there's a very beautiful aesthetic that comes with 70s and 80s anime, like that.
Yeah.
60s and 70s.
It is actually a holdover of the 60s aesthetic, but yeah, the
I
golden
do
era.
really miss Demolition Crew. I miss working with sledgehammers and jackhammers and shit.
It's amazing how many anime from that period became famous just for one episode, though, or one image that stuck in people's mind. Like Astro Boy with a machine gun sticking out of his butt.
At least it wasn't something else in his butt. I mean,
But I'm bummed.
I mean, like, I go back to Lupin the Third. There's something so charming about that
Oh,
anime. from time period.
absolutely. It's the original Monkey Man.
5.
Mm-hmm. Wow. I'm 183.
Now, if I could find Gunsmith, it would be a lot better.
There's a really good anime, and it's about a doctor who's also a serial killer.
Nice.
Yeah. And he's like really methodical. He's like the Dexter of Dexters, He's like really good at it.
Yes, you team
Anyway,
up.
Eagle
those
Runners
kinds.
still
See,
need upgrades.
this is the thing about anime that makes American cartoons today still pale in comparison, is that they have so many more genres.
I'll answer this one as the chick on the panel because I'm at about 5'10". And how are you, Shorty? I mean, how tall are you, Shorty?
5'5".
I'm 183.
I'm
And
not
that's
gonna
after a little bit of shrinkage
I'm
from
tall.
age.
I'm not going to translate that right now.
I'm tall.
Just on 6.
Okay, but for a guy, you're not that much taller than me.
I'm
So
6'1" and I love
question-
giant women. There you go.
So, question. Eagle Rider, shall we get to the Disney tier list so that way you can rip it apart?
Actually, yeah.
Everybody's
I'm just waiting for
involvement
it to
is
do a shout out
optional.
to her friend.
Yep. Real quick, the involvement is optional. You are not required to take part. However, if there is a movie that you hear, that's okay. You want to voice your opinion on it, that is also welcome.
I got something funny for you guys to share.
Oh, what's up?
Portland, Annie Farr decided to lay
Hey,
down
hey,
in the
hey,
driveway of ice.
Oh, no.
Oh, that, yeah.
They're wheeling them out
It's funny to have you say that, considering nobody ever tells me I'm old looking for my age. It would be interesting to ask Luca how old he thinks old is.
No, the only brother they think you're too fat to be arrested. Guess what? They have ways.
Yeah, that's right.
I know. That's why we're not offended. That's why we're not offended. We're actually having fun.
It's good. It's called.
This is why I'm asking how old is Luca. I'm actually curious now.
I am seeing. Sorry, I'm trying not to chuckle to myself. It's sad when people ruin their lives to this extent for other people to be. Here's the thing: NFA are ruining their lives so that other people can hold political office.
Mm-hmm.
They're literally ruining their entire lives. They're not having jobs. They're not having families. They're not even having kids. They're not having legitimate friendships. They don't have anything going on in their lives.
Yeah.
Decades.
I'm gonna look old to you. I looked old to you when I was 15.
Just so a bunch of old men can sit in office.
So let's add to that how old he thinks I am here, because I'm really curious right now, because young people tend to think people are much older than they are. So this could actually help bring down my ego from everyone telling me I'm younger than I am.
Well, you got the same thing. A lot of people with Celtic blood, it's not just me or you, a lot of people with Celtic blood do age gracefully.
I'm 40. I'm almost 42 here.
What about me? How old do you think I am?
I'm 36, dude.
I'm 30.
Don't look at me over one. Oh,
I would say mid-40s to 50.
Yeah, I am 56.
Actually, I think we have Eagle Rider. I think you got beaten tonight in the H department.
Oh, this group isn't as young as it used to be. I'm not the old one in the group anymore. I'm kind of glad at that.
Yeah, Bob.
Oh,
yeah.
Bob's probably younger than me.
I'm watching a Lauren McDonald
okay.
thing on.
No, you're good. You're good, Luca. You're good. You're good at the. You're good
man.
with us.
I'm old. I'm over 50.
The
So
minimum.
That's why he said by legal, I couldn't legally drink in the U.S. I'm sure he meant between 18 and 21. So I thought 19 or so was my guess there. And it's like, well, shit. When I was 15, people who were 19 thought I looked old, because I looked old young, because I grew I went up over a foot in height.
Yeah, that's the thing.
And
My
I had
son's
chest like this when I was a little girl.
My son at 13 was up to my nose and has a mustache. Okay.
Oh,
he's
boy.
like gonna be. He's 15 and he's like nearly. It's like you gruesome, bud.
End of the year, I will be 42, so I will be the answer to life and everything according to Hitchhiker's Guide.
Already being 42, the answers aren't there. You got to move on.
I had chin
You get to 42 and you go, wait, is 42 the answer? What's the question?
Oh, God damn it.
I know that I'm just snarky and sarcastic. I've had an old soul and everything since I was young. So when I was 15, everyone assumed I was in my mid-20s. When I was in my mid-20s, everyone thought I was in my mid-20s.
Yeah.
In my mid-30s, everyone started to say mid-20s, maybe late 20s. I'm in my 40s now, and people are still telling me late 20s to 30 all the time. It's like,
all right.
I don't know.
Yeah, exactly.
Same. Actually, that was one of many times, but same.
I nearly drowned when I was
resuscitated when I was 6.
Yeah, I nearly drowned when I was 4. I was plucked out of a pool.
I was actually revived and resuscitated when I was 6 because I had a seizure in the tub and actually got to watch myself drown and unable to move.
Yeah, that's
psychological.
Yeah, I know the feeling because I had that feeling looking up, scrambling, thinking.
The part that was so horrible psychologically to me was I literally could not make my body respond to me or move, and I knew this was killing me, and I couldn't do anything. I hated that.
Yeah.
But it did ground me a little bit in some ways.
Well, that's the thing. I can remember nearly drowning, but I can't remember the time I sliced off my toe and had it sewn back on. I know it happened to me. I've got the scars, and my mother told me about it, but I couldn't remember.
My first real memory was waking in the emergency room from that massive seizure, and what they qualified this seizure as was actually long enough that it's considered an epileptic coma. Because it's knocked you out so long in a seizure that it has the same likelihood of you waking up from it as a few months coma.
Mm-hmm.
That's my first memory, is waking in the emergency room after that. So I'm on those old metal 80s exam tables, on my back, cold metal against me, staring up into a bright light with a migraine where my brain felt like it was on fire, surrounded by people I didn't know looking for my parents. That was an interesting day. Childhood, right?
Yeah.
I had some interesting shit to deal with. This is also why when these women,
traumatized adults.
yeah, this is why when those women were going, "Well, pregnancy is a disability." Fuck you.
Yeah.
You don't know what a disability is, bitches.
No.
Taking a dick is not a disability. I'm sorry. It can cause some, but it isn't one. Anyway, back to the list.
In other news, it appears more Doctor Who episodes are being found.
Uh-oh.
Well, let's go to the list here because I'm tired. So.
Yeah, what's the list we got?
It's the Disney animated movie tier list.
The D movie.
Oh, dear
I get that, Luca.
And we have
All right, let's get listing.
alrighty. We could go in any order you want. These are all
Just
the
start
movies.
from the top and work down.
And the studio is only 100 years old. What are we gonna do? Yeah.
Well, this is all some movies.
Hold
not
on.
all of some.
Sorry, guys. I'm a bit behind in my writing, so I'm gonna have to love yous and leave yous.
Alrighty.
I didn't get as much done on the weekend as I should have.
This is probably a good point to bow out anyway, because if
I get bogged down in this anyway. Take care. Love yous all. See ya.
Stay out of trouble.
See you later, bro.
See it.
Like
Yes,
that'll
indeed.
never happen with anyone in this group. But anyway,
First up, Tangled, or the story of Rapunzel. If we're talking,
Tangled is going to go and loved for me because there's things I really like about that. And it's probably to me the last really great one.
very good. It is a fun story, and I thoroughly enjoyed it for what it is. Like it told it from a different light, and it really kept the dynamic between the evil mother and everything. It really
and it was
kept
before
the
they went fully into the whole let's try to do 5 billion live action so-called remakes.
Yes, this
Is
was
the
actually
CGI one?
yes. It's
Yeah, okay,
it's
that's-
this
that's what
more
that's all
recent.
about
This is
me.
the more recent one before we hit the renaissance of all the
There are
everything.
some of the more modern ones I like, but you'll see the trend of why, and they're still not their remakes.
I'd probably put that one at a B.
Alrighty. Up next is Treasure Planet. I wish Joker was here because he could go into a whole plethora of why.
I would put that in light because it has some decent things, but there was a lot that they missed the mark on.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that'd probably be B or C, yeah.
And you are going to find
absolutely.
movies in this list I have never freaking watched.
That's okay. We always haven't. Some probably movies in here I probably haven't seen either. So, up next is The Incredibles.
First one in
The
special.
first one.
Yeah.
Yes, because
Proper.
I agree.
Is that the original?
It
Yeah.
actually took the superhero concept and it actually worked.
However,
Surprisingly.
It's considered the best version of the Fantastic Four.
Oh my fucking god!
They did make them cut an entire scene where she actually went on a tirade defending being a stay-at-home mother. That is annoying, but
And actually, that movie influenced the first Fox Fantastic Four movie. They added in more stretchy stuff for Mr. Fantastic after seeing that. We got to do more.
Are we talking about the original Incredibles?
It made
from
them
like
up their game.
03?
yes.
Yeah, the original one.
Yeah, that
the
was a really
original
good movie.
first one.
That
Yeah,
to me
that's
is one of the top tier Disney movies of all time.
We're going to run out of space.
That's
real
probably
quick.
A tier, A or S tier.
Oh, it's S.
I
It's
put
S.
that one as S tier because that will put that the very best.
Yeah.
It's so memorable.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it got surprisingly dark at the on the island scene when he
Oh
finds out
god,
what
yeah,
Crow.
they
Yeah,
did
they
not
start finding
mince
the dead heroes.
darkness in
Yeah.
that one. But
No, I thought that was great because
Yeah.
at the first half of it, you get to know the family and everything and like what their powers do and all of that. But
Mhm.
when he goes to the island, that's when it really kicks it to 11, like unapologetically.
Yeah.
And they don't hold back on the superhero deaths like with Edna and Capes. They don't hold back. They do not hold back. And I'm like,
Sucked into
yeah,
it.
that's the thing is they really showcase people being mass murdered. He was a serial killer.
oh, absolutely.
He was hunting people down, trapping them, and killing them. He was a serial killer.
When everyone's special, no one is.
Yep. Up
And then
next,
I'd be walking around with a big BS on my chest, and obviously I couldn't do that.
Yeah.
That was in the outtakes
Wow.
of what happened with Jack while they were fighting.
Jason Lee knows how to play Psycho, okay? You want just voice that.
All right. Next.
all right. The Rescuers, the very first movie.
I never
man.
saw that one.
That's
I never
definitely
saw
A.
I'm saying that on the Rescuer set entirely because as much as I am somebody who works against poachers, Disney plays way too much, even on the anti-poaching movies, with playing it off as a stereotype of all hunters, and they can fuck themselves. And I will say that to both Rescuers and Bambi. Fuck them. Anyway,
Okay.
Fantasia.
Fantasia.
Fantasia, sorry.
I think is overrated but good, so I would put it in like.
I'd put it higher than that because it was a landmark film at the time.
Yeah, but he's ranking this by special love like instead of the ABs they used to inform.
Sorry.
I'm not
Hang
going to
on,
say I
one-
loved that one.
Hang on, let me rewrite this. I'm sorry. Good catch, Eagle. I meant to rewrite this.
It's like, and I would say, even though it's still landmark, I'd still battle with putting it higher than that tier because while it was landmark in a lot of ways, it's so overrated in a lot of ways too.
Hmm.
Which movie?
It's
Sorry, I
given
didn't
a
catch
lot more credit
Fantasia.
than it actually earned.
it.
Mhm.
Yeah, probably B.
It was decent, but it's given way more credit than it actually earned.
All right.
Alrighty. Atlantis, the Lost Empire.
Oh, definitely S tier or A tier because that movie was so good.
Never saw it.
Oh, it was so good.
I think I've only seen it like once, but it's A to B for me where it fell.
I liked it for what it is. It told a really good story, and I liked like artistically it was amazing, and they
Yes.
actually managed to seem the 3D animation with the still 2D hand drawn, and it was still good,
Oh, it was
and
really good.
and it holds up. It still holds up to this day.
And the video games was good too.
Mm-hmm. Oh boy, here we go. The
Before we
Lion
go
King.
much
Yes.
further, I'm going to ask you now, which ones of the traditional girly princesses do you think I actually liked?
That's a very great question. Probably Mulan.
Let's see.
I
Let's see.
would-
Pocahontas is going to get in the car and come down here. and
First
get
of all,
me.
that's late 90s. That's not really the traditional ones. I think they cut off at basically the beginning of the 90s.
Oh,
I think the
traditional.
The traditional ones kind of were capped at about Jasmine.
I want to say. I want to say probably Cinderella for one, because it is such a classic.
Not the Disney version. If I was going to watch Cinderella, I'd watch Rodgers and Hammerstein. Anyway, next.
Seen that one in
Testing
50
him on what he
years.
knows about me.
Snow White.
More because of the, really pale girl with dark hair that was so beautiful. Anyway,
Well, I got one right, so there we go. I'm trying to.
Why do you have it posted The Lion King 3?
This is how I found it. So,
Is that standing in for The Lion King or what?
anyway, let him finish guessing. It's fun watching him embarrass himself.
oh boy, Sleeping
didn't-
Beauty.
Her, no. The dragon scenes, yes. How's that sound?
Maleficent.
No, that movie sucked.
Oh,
But
oh,
the character in the original cartoon, yes.
I bet
but,
I mean the character in the original. My bad. The witch from the Black Cauldron.
Not really. I said traditional princesses.
Oh, I'm sorry. We're going to the villains. Oh crap.
Villains is a whole other list, and boy, do I have a lot.
Oh boy. Crap.
And while I agree with the Lion King overall, if you ever want to see an intimidating ass song, look at the version Jonathan Young did of Be Prepared, his metal version of it. He makes a scary ass fucking scar in that song.
If we're talking about the original,
Is that the one where they got the
respectfully,
good
Eagle
step
Rider
and
only got
hyenas in
one
it? It's like
right.
that's pushing it.
No, I'm talking about a
I
specific
bow down.
artist who did a cover of it that's metal.
Yeah, but is that
two
the
that
song
I
was
was
for that
most
scene?
into out of the original princesses growing up were Belle and Ariel.
Belle and Ariel. Okay.
I don't know.
Okay.
Redheaded
What?
crazy chick and a girl obsessed with books. Come on, think about it.
Yeah. That makes sense. Okay. Ariel and Belle. Okay.
Oh, okay.
A crazy hoarder with delusions of grandeur and a book nerd. Come on. I mean, no.
It
fuck
does fit.
Pocahontas. Fuck Pocahontas.
No,
and the
but
shit they
yeah.
did to an actual person's history.
I was going to say Pocahontas. She'd be in the car and be down here in 4 hours to beat my ass.
Yeah. Bob knows my opinion of how Disney has handled anything having to do with the mainland tribes.
Alrighty.
They
So
just made a hash of the entire history anyway. Not even beyond.
Lion
Lion
King is,
King.
I would say, is C tier. There were a few things they actually succeeded in doing, but overall it was meh. And as much as there was good in Hercules, I can't put it above C tier because I'm too much a purist with mythology. But I
For the
give
time-
them credit. It was a well-made movie. If they hadn't have tied it to actual historical mythology, I would have given them a higher rating.
I think with the Lion King, it's like, well, this is what happens when you rip off Kimba the lion, the white lion, and Hamlet.
Yeah.
So,
For the time, it was a masterpiece, but over time, probably about B tier.
there we go.
The best part,
Good. Go ahead.
the best part they had with Hercules, honestly, was the music scenes.
Oh, absolutely.
But like I said, if they hadn't have tried to name that after actual mythology, if they had made it just a fantasy story, I would have put it up at the A to S. But I really hate people bastardizing history and mythology. So
there's a chance for Jimmy Woods to go a little nuts there too.
all right, next.
The Good Dinosaur.
Never watched
Never
it.
saw it.
Never saw it.
Okay, we'll put that in Never Seen. Good thing I made that tier right there. Good thing I made that one. Alice in Wonderland.
Could be where the Giantess fetish came from for me. but the
Never
book
seen
was
it, but I've
better.
seen the clips though.
the book was better.
First of all, I will play it for you sometime, Bob. Second of all, considering that the book was really just delusional fantasies of a freaking pedo, and a lot of drugs, the book's really good. I think, honestly, for Disney, though, they actually had a lot more of the book in that than they did a lot of them. They did not leave a lot of the dark shit out. It's there. You just have to pay attention.
If we're talking about the 1950s, probably about a B or C. Only because they could have done a whole lot more dark stuff like they did in the book.
Considering the time frame they were limited to in cartoon movies in that time frame,
Yeah.
I'm still going to go to B to A because they weren't given a lot of time and there's a lot in the book to leave in.
Yeah.
And
That was back when
it
Disney
was
still
and
Disney
it
itself was still around. So
beautifully
I was like, no.
And plus, one of my favorite scenes from a cartoon movie when I was a kid was the Cheshire Cat balancing on top of his head like this way. Can you stand on your head?
made. I like the cart scenes when all the suits
All
were
of it,
coming
Maddie,
up,
yeah.
were going around in a circle.
And the Wallace story and the Carpenter story they left, the Walrus and the Carpenter story they left in was actually really dark.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Let's see.
No, the motto
Zootopia-
of this chat could be, we're all a bit mad here.
We are all mad here.
the first Zootopia movie, not the one that's coming out, but it's the first.
They never watched them. Don't really
Nah,
care.
never saw it.
I've seen it. It was probably about a C.
Yeah, let me see.
Okay.
They were just gonna leave it in Zootopia, and they've never seen
Not a fan of David Schwimmer.
Fuck.
Mm.
Wow.
it. You got a lot of sequels in there that really.
Oh, sorry. Ignore Tiki.
Was
She's in a mood.
Was Zootopia the one with the lion and the hippo and the giraffe?
Zootopia was the one
No.
that was a lot of furries. I mean,
No, Zootopia. No, that was Madagascar. That was Madagascar.
yeah.
Oh, which
But
one was
I
Zootopia?
see
When it
where the
woke up a lot
confusion
of furries.
lies. I
Which
see where
one
the
was
confusion.
Zootopia?
I'm
The
trying to say
Zootopia.
that Zootopia is the one that woke up a lot of furries.
Is that the one with the fox and the rabbit?
That one.
Oh yeah. That movie. Was
Amy Poehler does. I think a voice in it.
that was a C level movie because it was kind of dumb.
Well, to
Peter
be fair, most
Pan's
movies are great.
Neverland, the second movie, not the first.
Peter Pan.
Since you only go from C to F, I'd put it to F. Honestly, I think it's D tier.
I'd recommend clearing out all the sequels.
No,
'Cause that's like
some of them actually deserve to be up here, so we'll just deal with it.
a lot of them was direct-to-video crap, though. It's like, yeah.
Yeah, but just because some of the stuff that's direct to video is not always crap, though. So we'll leave it
But that's
alone.
important.
Crap.
It's also, this is why it's like we're never going to get through all this.
We'll get there. Shut up. We'll get there faster if you shut up. I mean, next.
Mars Needs Moms.
Never
seen
heard of it.
I get the feeling it probably got a bad rap though, just because people don't like Mars. Look what happened to John Carter. John Carter was
Yeah.
assassinated by Bob Iger. Okay, come on.
Next.
Chicken Little.
Actually,
Uh,
I'm going to surprise you guys. I actually do like that one quite a bit. Not because I think they did the story justice, but because it's actually got a lot of funny jokes in it and a lot of action.
that the claymation one.
It's not claymation.
It's
It's
CGI.
CGI.
Yeah,
And
like
it's
Alright,
got like
see you later,
Patrick
Bullet.
Stewart and Wallace Shawn and all them in it.
Hmm.
Right. Is it the same? Is it shot in the same style as Wallace and Gromit?
No, that's claymation.
No, it's I think it won like Chicken Run and those that were in the late '90s, that kind of style of
That might be
animation.
what I'm thinking of.
Oh, that's
Chicken Run.
that's claymation.
Yeah, different.
Yeah,
movies.
it's similar style, but they did it CGI. Is what I'm saying.
Yeah.
So it's
Hmm.
if you try to look at it as a version of Chicken Little, true to the moral of the original story, it falls apart. But that's true of most Disney movies.
Well, there's not much to that
How-
story then. So,
However, if you watch it and look at it for the humor, they've got some really great jokes in it and a lot of sci-fi crazy shit in it. And the ending has a pretty good little spoof version of Star Trek as the movie based on them. So I'll give it more credit because it actually, I think, is underrated.
It is, because based on all that, and I thoroughly enjoyed it. I thought it was going to be crap, but I went to go watch
I did
it
too, and I laughed my ass off.
and I came out of the theater. I'm like, what the hell was I so worried about? It makes you think, like, I was worrying over nothing. That was actually funny. I actually liked it.
I think I'm thinking of two different movies: Chicken Run and Chicken Little.
Could be.
Possibly. Chicken Little was a very loosely based on the whole "the sky is falling," but it turned out that he was actually right that something fell on his head and it was a piece of an alien spaceship. And it ended up with a whole bunch of sci-fi shit happening.
Alrighty, that was perfect. How about the first Cars movie?
Oh, definitely up there.
S-tier.
Yeah.
Really well made.
The cast was legendary.
Sad. They even got actual race car drivers to voice some of these.
And I wanted, I don't get emotional at movies, but I felt the scenes when they were talking about his glory days and them screwing him over when he was injured and all that,
Yeah. The cast was legendary. The creative way that they turned the world into like car inhabitants was very creative. And plus, if you listen to the backstory of how he created if you listen to the backstory of how the guy come up with the idea of it, it's very, very inspiring.
And got Larry the Cable Guy a whole new audience.
And remember,
so much.
He did at least once in all of the Cars movies do the get her done too.
The second and third movie, no, not so much.
They're not as much. They're still decent compared to a lot of stuff out there, but they're not as golden as the first.
Yeah.
It's like the first one I put at S tier, the others I put like B. They're solid compared to a lot of Disney shit, but they're nothing like that first one.
Alrighty, the Fox and the Hound 2.
Fox and the Hound movies both go with Bambi as fuck them and their viewpoint of hunters.
They kind of wimp out on the original story that they're based on.
But even the original one is just anti-hunter bullshit.
Yeah.
I hate that. I like the parts of the animals. I hate the actual story. And the thing is, I'm really sick and tired of the anti-hunter shit. So I will basically downvote it the second I see it.
Fair enough. Mulan 2.
Downvote.
I was rather, shocked that Disney was so tone deaf. Why won't China let us show it Mulan with it? Because they've already done 23 Mulan stories of their own. It's a Chinese legend. They did their own live action movie just a couple years earlier. Very good.
For the sake of argument, I'll put Pocahontas 2 in there and Bambi 2 in there. For the sake of argument.
It does save you time, yes. I'll also put Brother Bear there because again, they fucked up native history and mythology in it.
Brother Bear.
Yeah. All right. Now let's get back. How about Monsters Inc.?
Monsters Inc. and Monsters University go at the top for me. Those two are both fucking gold.
Yeah. Those are very memorable, and it was a really good movie when it first came out.
Even the sequel, they did brilliant on it. It's great. That's why I said there are a few good sequels.
When I heard Monster University was coming out, I'm like, are we sure? But then again, same story. I went in, watched it. I'm like,
I
okay,
thought it sounded cringe as hell, and then I watched it and I actually really loved it. So
let's see. Home on the Range.
I don't
never watched it.
Okay. Bolt.
Never watched it. Had no interest.
I didn't bother with it.
Wow, we're gonna this list is gonna be really good. Ratatouille.
No.
Hate it.
Saw chunks of it.
I do not get why it's popular. It's to me one of the most cringy, dumbass, disgusting movies of all time. And the idea of basically saying, "Yeah, you can have a rat in the kitchen. You go fuck yourselves." Anyway,
Wow. Alrighty. The Great Mouse Detective.
nah.
I don't remember. I don't remember that one.
I imagine many homes.
I wouldn't put it in. Why did they
make?
make it? Because I think that's the FU thing. Because I think that's a bit high of a tier, but I would definitely put it as a meh C-level kind of movie.
We got kids interested in homes.
Alrighty. The Lion King 2.
Is that the one where Simba becomes the what do you call it? The leader?
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Nah.
Alrighty, here we go. Sleeping Beauty.
Classic.
B. It's classic, but God, she was annoying. Anyway.
Well, you got that Tchaikovsky score, so
Dinosaur.
I
don't know.
Oh.
That's what I said.
Sorry,
Classic,
go ahead.
That's what I was saying about Sleeping Beauty. It's classic, but I honestly find most of those original princesses were just so annoying. Anyway,
Lady and the Tramp.
Huh.
Overrated, C tier.
Yeah, easily a C movie.
I think the We Are Siamese thing kind of didn't age well, and I don't think it was actually looked on well at the time.
Which is really funny because I actually would put in my upper tier the Aristocats, which goes worse on the Chinese stereotypes.
I was just fixing to say, is Aristocats and Oliver and Company on this list?
They should be.
I never really was a big fan.
Should be.
Then
If not, I
nothing
can easily add a top of this one. But
when you
real
start picking
quick,
out
we
which
have-
styles they've reused from other movies, it's like
Next movie is which one? I can't read those.
man, let me.
How about this? I'll make it easy. The only one of the Beauty and the Beast movies that belongs up high is the first one. Put that on S tier, put all the others at F.
Beauty and the Beast Christmas.
this we're starting getting into sequels for the sake of money. You know, they're wanting that home video crowd money. They don't give a crap what condition it's just, as long as it moves.
We have Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs, the original, not the live action.
I would say Snow White and Sword in the Stone go at A tier.
Personally, I was offended by Sword in the Stone.
Oh, I loved Sword in the Stone as a kid. I loved it.
It's one of those that I forgive it more for messing with history than I do a lot of others, and I know that's a bias, but I love some of the scenes in it, so I give it more grace than some.
Let's just say I look at Sword in the Stone the same way you look at Pocahontas. Okay,
which is fair. And if you want to knock it down to in between our two ratings, I completely understand that.
Yeah.
Never seen this next movie.
Big Hero 6.
Yeah, never seen it.
Never saw it, but I've been told I should.
All right, we'll put
but
that
for
in
currently, it has to go in the never seen.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Both of the follow-ups to Cars should go at about C tier. They're not horrible, but they're not good.
Yeah, it could have went.
Alrighty, up next is Recess. The School's Out.
I hated that show, so I'm not the one to ask.
I don't even know what the hell
That's
that is.
more of like a Disney Channel type movie.
Yeah.
It was that whole show was annoying as the movie and fuck up.
Winnie the Pooh.
If I don't put that in S tier, my mother will have a conniption.
Okay, which we talking here?
The original Winnie the Pooh.
S.
S.
Yes, definitely S. Because
I would even say I would even say up to my teen years. I would actually put the version they did of the Tigger movie up there close to it. They actually did it quite well.
Yeah, already.
Yeah,
Coco.
Never saw it.
Never saw it.
Toy Story 3.
Definitely S tier because that should have been the conclusion to the series.
I share the sentiment because it ended every arc possible. Like we saw closure with Andy.
That's the annoying thing when they did the fourth one is that there were some great jokes they could have made good if they put them into like a follow-up series that wasn't tied to the original characters or something, and didn't add the stupid stuff where they lost the moral of the original ones, which is it's always about your kid first. But if they'd actually took a lot of those jokes and a lot of those characters and not tried to tie it to the original group, it would have been way better.
Oh, absolutely.
Because there was some great stuff in it. They just put a lot of shit in with it.
It's a great popcorn flick, but it ain't like, as a hardcore Toy Story fan, it's definitely.
What did you just put in the F tier? I can't see what that is.
Oh, I put Heffalump and Brother Bear 2.
Heffalump?
Haven't seen either one of them.
Yeah.
Heffalumps.
Where's the Woozles?
Trust me. Oh, that was a good one.
No, I'm trying to figure out if it's a Heffalump movie, where's the Woozles?
Yeah, it's supposed to be Heffalumps and Woozles.
Oh.
I see more Pocahontas shit. You better put that in there.
Wow, you are quick on the draw, and probably.
And I see Tigger. Get that up there in A to S.
Okay.
Tigger movie.
Alrighty. Jim Carrey's A Christmas Carol.
What?
That was technically them, yes. That one was weird. I wouldn't put that high, actually.
That was good.
It was so weird. They tried to have him voicing like almost every character. It was so much over-the-top scenery of trying to make action scenes out of it that you lost half the plot, half the time trying to follow it. It was weird.
There we go. All right, we got Valiant.
Never seen it.
Didn't watch it.
Okay. Wall-E.
Never
I heard
watched
that's
it.
a good movie.
When I
It was good.
when I saw it, all I could think is it looked like they made a baby Johnny 5.
I would put it up around at least B. It's good.
Well, since Bob's the one who's seen it, we're going to go with his vote on that.
Okay. That's why I said it.
Little
Jungle Book
heavy-handed.
goes up at the top.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
No, there you go.
right here.
Top.
What was
Yes.
What movie is
You
it?
want me to start doing? I want to be like you from memory.
And I'll send her to fetch the water.
What movie was that?
I'll be cooking.
Jungle Book.
home
Oh yeah.
till I'm alone. Till I'm... Anyway,
Mhm.
Alrighty. Cinderella 2.
Huh?
Never saw it.
I've been around too many kids in my life. I've seen pretty much most of these horrible follow-ups. Okay, take Brave and put it up in S tier.
Oh, yeah.
You love that
Yeah.
movie.
Mhm.
Oh, is that
Oh,
the one with
yes.
the redhead?
Yeah.
And the Will o' the Wisps and all that.
And-
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
I think it's one of their best modern movies. And it's
No,
semi-modern now, but
And again, sucker for a redheaded, hot-headed redhead.
Oh, it's Pooh's
Scottish-
Oh, I'm sorry. It's Pooh's Heffalump movie. It's the.
That's a, well, we know it's
It's
a
the
Winnie
Winnie
the
the
Pooh thing.
Pooh
Come
one.
on, we're talking Where Are the Woozles?
yeah, based on the fact I
Alright.
haven't seen it and they didn't put Woozles in the title with the rest, it has to tank.
It has to tank.
Never
Okay.
You cannot have Heffalumps without Woozles.
You got Dr. a few points there for that one, for that typo.
Never seen it.
Yeah, we'll put it.
Let me offend people. Finding Nemo and Dory should go down there in the suck tank too.
If only because of,
Is that,
No, not
that
even. I
Finding
thought they were
Nemo?
dumb as shit. It's not even just because of that bitch.
Alrighty.
I'd at least put
Here we
that
go.
scene.
Classic. 101 Dalmatians, the first one.
Overrated, I'd say B tier.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I'd say.
I like the live action of that one
I
because
actually
Glenn
do
Close,
like Glenn Close's remake. And the thing is,
she's
she's a big animal lover. And while they had her in that makeup, the dogs wouldn't come near her and it actually would make her cry off set.
Oh god.
So it worked.
actually Glenn Close actually I'm like yes
Well, that you realize that
rolled.
one of her assistants in that was Hugh Laurie.
Mm.
Yep. And the funny thing is, in every scene, she just steals it. She just
Oh, God.
steamrolls like over the other cast members, like, get the fuck out of my seat.
There's so many actors, though. It's like, no, bring it back. So it's a release when the director says, no, bring it bigger, more, maybe more.
There's the sequel
Do that scenery,
to,
both hands. Come on.
I don't remember the sequel.
The which now?
I don't remember much of it either. The second one to 101 Dalmatians. Tarzan.
That's how memorable it was.
Tarzan.
Okay, Tarzan here. Let me give it a complex review because they did the parental death scene well and they didn't mince words on it and they had some good scenes in it, but you still had to listen to fucking Rosie O'Donnell, so I'm still going to put it as a C. Because I'd rather rip my ears off than listen to her shrill voice bitch and sing. Anyway,
Pinocchio.
Pinocchio can go up at B to A and get back down there a sec. I have to direct you on something else after you do that.
Okay,
Take Bambi and stick it in the bottom.
Bambi?
And then do me a favor and grab Princess and the Frog and put it up at A tier.
Bambi's on the.
Fuck Bambi and their anti-hunter bullshit.
Yeah.
I told you everything that comes off anti-hunter, no matter how cute it is or other stuff, I hate it now. That's the native girl who grew up hunting to survive coming out.
Yeah.
Because I realized a lot of the anti-hunter sentiments were bred into culture through Disney, through my parents' youth to mine.
I'll ask about Princess. What about Princess and the Frog?
I put that as A tier. It's actually really good.
I don't remember seeing it.
I never saw
it. And of course, Emperor's New Groove.
Oh, the Emperor's New Groove's A
S.
tier at least. Yeah, S or A.
And put Kronk in A just below it.
If I could find, is he in here?
He better
no,
be. You said that was every movie.
The little whoever made this tier list, I'm gonna kill them, metaphorically.
How do you not have Kronk's New Groove in this?
Oh my lord, whoever. I keep in mind, guys, the tier lists I find in here are already made. However, I'm gonna add. So let's see. It was. There it is. Alrighty, let's get the. Get.
Do I see Balto?
There we go.
You know what? I like Balto.
To me, one of the most controversial movies in this list is going to Frozen because I do like that they called out the whole love at first sight shit, but the music is so painful. But then again, you have John Ray Stevens in it, so it's like.
The horrors have happened to watch that with my young niece.
The first Mulan movie.
I would actually still put it as A tier, not S.
Yeah,
I do think it's good, but I don't think it quite hit that tier if I would sit there and rewatch over and over.
I actually had funny story to this. I would put it at A as well, but for a reason. This is one of the Disney movies I seen as a kid in theaters at that time, and my grandmother, who was on my mom's side, who was still nice at that time before. That's a different story. She took me to, I believe it was McDonald's afterwards, and they had a kids meal promoting the movie, and I got a kids meal from the movie. I can't remember the toy though. For the life of me, I cannot remember it. But that's a core memory I do remember from this movie. It was good, and I got a free toy out of it. Let's see who it's
Aladdin's
Aladdin.
S tier.
Yeah, that's up there.
Such a memorable movie. Yeah.
And I would actually say the third Aladdin movie belongs up there with it. They did that really well when they got Williams back.
You got it in A. You need to move up one.
Yeah, Aladdin is S tier, and also Aladdin and King of Thieves I would put as S tier. Return of Jafar is complicated because they screwed over Robin Williams. They lost a lot from that, but it's actually a solid story. I put that at B tier.
Give me a second. Let me
You cannot both from Robin Williams coming back for the last movie and the King of Thieves being voiced by John Rhys Davies again. Anything he's in, chef's kiss for that, gets credit. So the third movie from Aladdin has to be in the top two.
Like as good as Dan Castellaneta is, he's no Robin Williams.
He's no Robin Williams. You got to admit, he was the closest they were going to get to fill in.
Well, yeah, especially on short notice.
Yeah, all right. Let me see if I can grab.
There's a few moments he sounded more like Homer than Gene.
Yeah, that's kind of unavoidable.
Okay. There we go. I think there we go. Okay, where'd you say King of Thieves was again?
S.
S. Okay, and then the Return of Jafar. Was that A, B?
It's not an A-tier movie, but it actually, because of the voice actor, got way less credit than it deserved.
I feel like he did good, Genie, and I feel like he's criminally underrated. Because let's admit, I mean, with Robin Williams as Genie, I see in Return of Jafar as a close second.
Because Robin Williams is the force of nature. Okay.
There's a complication to this. The reason why Robin Williams wasn't in that movie was because he had two contracts he was doing at the same time when he did the first Aladdin. And Disney actually intentionally tried to sabotage Fern Gully so that they'd be the only movie in most theaters with him in them. And he did that movie as a passion project because he was part of Save the Rainforest work. So he wouldn't come back until they donated his entire pay level for all three movies to the Rainforest groups that they short-handed by what they did to him. And then doubled his pay. So you have to give him credit that he stood on principle and made them make up for it. And that he made Disney roll over and beg.
Right on, Robin.
Yeah.
But I do wish he'd been with it when they did Return of Jafar. I wish they'd waited for him. Because I actually loved the storyline in it. They didn't hit the animation quality as high. It's like they weren't putting in as much effort because they didn't have him. Does that make sense?
Yes, it does make sense. Let's see. There we go.
And I came across
All
this
right,
money.
so
This is the money grab for the home video.
Ferngully will go.
Fern Gully isn't part of Disney.
I know, but an
Yeah,
honorable
that's DreamWorks,
mention.
isn't it?
You want to just added it in and put it in S tier despite what they did is what you're saying.
Yes. I feel like with Robin Williams in that,
It's the earlier
Because with the
version of
kid-
Avatar, folks.
kid in me thought it was a Disney movie. The kid in me thought it was a Disney movie, but given everything, I feel like
Yeah, that was Don Bluth.
I thought
Anyway,
that was that was a little company. That was FIA and Kroger working together, and part of their business did get bought out by DreamWorks later.
Disney's. That's a.
So you're partly accurate on that, but yeah, that was a passion project. I love Fern Gully actually.
Definitely.
my mom actually loved it.
I'll pass to go on S for very specific reasons. There was
Which one's that up? Oh,
yeah, there was a big thing with my parents in that movie, and let's just say rewatching that quite a bit with Mom after we lost Dad. So that has to go at the top.
That was a damn good movie.
Very good.
Yeah, the opening title.
The Many Adventures of Winnie the Pooh.
That would be all those original Winnie the Poohs I would put in the S tier.
If Sebastian Cabot's doing the narration, S.
Let's see, we got Wreck-It Ralph.
Boo, never watched.
Nah, never bother with it. I'm saying it's got some good bits in it, but beyond that, I don't know.
Oliver and Company.
Put it in S tier for the guys and take Tangled and put it up there with it. Those two belong in S tier.
Oliver and Company's definitely A.
Wasn't that DreamWorks?
No.
Or was that something else? I think it's All Dogs Go to Heaven. Yeah.
It's like a very old Disney, like from the 80s.
I liked Oliver and Company. I actually rewatched it recently, and it's still hilarious to this day.
Oh, it's a great movie.
Okay.
Mickey's Once Upon a Christmas.
Decent. So I put it at C to B.
Not a fan of anything.
Frozen and Frozen 2. Let's get out of the way.
Highly.
Okay, let's be a little clear with this. First of all, you had John Rhys Davies in it, so it has to get extra points for that. The music sucked ass, but the story actually was anti-love at first sight shit. So I have to put it at A level just for that, because the love at first sight shit is so toxic and I hate it so much.
Yeah, I was going to say.
And they actually called that out hardcore.
Now, Frozen 2, I don't really remember.
And
I never watched the second one.
I never saw it.
Frozen
okay,
is,
we'll put that in there.
it was a good story. The music sucks. But yeah, it's
I
like
think Frozen's got stuck where it's like either really hated by people because of the music or really loved by people because they're obsessed with it. And there's almost no middle ground where people actually look at it objectively, see the good and the bad.
Well, I like the
And
twist how
Barry
it's like,
Commander-
the true love thing wasn't the handsome prince; it was her sister.
Well,
Yeah,
I like
and,
the story.
I like that.
and the fact that they literally had this whole scene where she's like, I was going to marry him. Wait, you're going to marry him after you knew him for one day?
Right.
Well, I was
If-
going to have
Hey,
you help me,
Daddy.
but now I know I can't trust you.
if it had just been a whole movie about her and her sister's love for each other, I could have got behind that a whole lot more. But it's like, come on. We don't need a love story between her and a man. Like, give it a rest. The
But
sister story.
they actually had a point with that where the guy was actually less focused as a romantic interest and more treated like a friend throughout that movie.
Yeah. Batty Commander, I know exactly why you like the B movie, and I can point to the specific scene.
Is it the same kind of motivation as why I like George of the Jungle?
You got to know Batty Commander to know.
You got to understand why I'm obsessed with the old the 90s George of the Jungle, actually, to know why I'm not saying that.
Brendan Fraser in a loincloth.
Oh, no. There's a scene where he walks out of the shower naked and they barely don't show you his bits. And you can see most of his ass in that scene, too. And he's all wet and lathered up and oily, too.
B movie.
Dude,
like
Eagle Rider, if you want, I could digitally download that poster and send it to you framed and everything. I could.
Don't tempt me. Anyway.
Like I said, Batty, anything with David Schwimmer, I'm not a big fan. Just because
And I
like
will
his
pay for the delivery.
I had a big obsession with Brendan Fraser as my major crush as a teen, which is probably why when he made a movie I couldn't stand, it became my most hated movie of all time. Because a movie with him in it where I literally want to leave makes me so viscerally angry that I actually want to cringe. So fuck Monkey Bone. Anyway, let's go on.
All right.
Alrighty, Peter Pan. Well, the first.
The original one. Okay, I'm gonna.
The original one.
A or B.
Let's just say one section is kind of problematic.
Yeah, but the fact it's also interesting that they'll cut every reference to any of the anti-black slurs in the old Disney movies, but they still have that scene uncut on Disney Plus.
Yeah. No, keep in what made the
Because-
red man red. Yeah.
That wasn't what I was referring to. I was
No?
referring to the song when they headed to them, where they're actually saying the equivalent of the N-word for Indians about 10 times through the song.
Oh, boy.
Oh, shit.
We're following the leader, leader, leader. We're following the leader wherever we may go. And they did not say Indians. They used the full slur multiple times.
Yep, I remember that scene. I'm like, I'm sorry, was this a kids' movie? I must have looked at the wrong rating.
And don't get me wrong, I still like the movie and I still watch it. And I don't queue through that scene. But there's
It
a
was
part of
the
me that
60s,
goes,
okay?
that's cringy.
It was the 60s. It was a different
Like I said,
time. Okay.
I get that, but I'm saying there's
Yeah.
a dichotomy here where it goes back to why they do native stuff so wrong for land tribes. Why are they so worried about the history of offending the black community, but they don't even hardly acknowledge that when they do it slow? Well, we made a mistake, but that's not how they treat stuff about black.
What's our
You
next
know?
movie?
So there's a dichotomy in this. And by the way, when we finish this, if we have time, we should do a Muppet movie one. I think he's right.
It'll be a lot quicker.
Let me. Let me see if I can find that. Hang on. Real. Keep Ham. Let me.
Give us our
Alrighty.
next one to go for.
All right. Up next is Cinderella, the first movie.
Boring.
Really only saw it once. But the thing is, growing up, I had an album.
I will say there's a scene in that my mom loves that bends a lot of the feminists. Leave the sewing to the women. You know, get them trimming.
Alrighty. Toy Story, the first movie.
Oh, easily an A or
I'm going to put all of the first 3 Toy Stories up in S tier because there's a lot of stuff I connected to. Although they still ripped off something else. That was the only thing growing up I actually thought was unique to Disney. And actually, no, they ripped off most of the concept of it from a rare Muppet Christmas special from the early 80s. Where the toys came to life and they could die if they got caught moving by humans and all this other stuff. And it's actually really eerily similar, right down to the weird, dark, villainous toy and everything else being similar to Zurg stuff and all that. And really clearly they ripped it off, actually.
The original Toy Story is just such a masterpiece, and that's my bias talking included.
So play nice.
That's my bias talking as well, because I was that 10-year-old kid like Andy growing up, toys.
Oh, I was that kind of person that would come up with these elaborate things and stuff like that. I connected to Andy
Joker.
so much. So that's why I said I'm putting it as S tier, even though it is actually still a ripoff. They actually did swipe the story from something else.
Let's see.
And I figured that out. Was such a shock.
It was such a sentimental movie, and it made me want a Buzz Lightyear as a kid so bad.
I've got a Buzz Lightyear and a Woody sitting there.
Buzz. I don't know about your Woody.
Sitting on my nightstand.
Bob, I don't want to know about your Woody. Now shut up.
Anyway,
Toy
Story 2. I thought
Alright.
Toy Story 2 was a lot better. I think Toy Story 2 actually had better comedy.
I said I will put the first 3 Toy Stories all together in S tier.
Yeah.
Yep.
Because I like them together.
Well, with 2, it's already set up, so you can get right to it. Yeah.
Oh,
Okay, which one is that one you're holding?
Jungle
What
Book
is that?
2.
Nah,
What?
Mostly a D.
that was dumb.
Not very good.
We don't have a D. We have C and then F, so we're going at F.
See, then all right, then
Who's on
C.
the bottom? I
Put
can't
C.
see who's on the
Or
bottom.
F.
All right. The Little Mermaid.
That was one of the ones I connected to as a kid. I did put that at the top, even though.
That's A
And it's
or F.
problematic what they did to the storyline of her because that's nothing like the original mythology, but still, it's also what I connected to as the little crazy hoarder girl that was always annoying people. So
Probably A or S, and we get a giant.
Probably yes.
We have
I don't
Robin
know.
Hood.
S.
Is that the 1970s version where they're wolves?
Yeah, and
Yeah,
they
one
reuse
that
half the
we
cells
used
from the Jungle
Oh,
Book.
yeah.
Animation
That movie
that
is
we
so
used to
good.
the time restraints.
That movie is so good. So nostalgic.
Definitely nutsy. Put that pea shooter down.
I'll give it extra point for having Roger Miller
I
in
love
it.
this movie.
Alrighty.
Where's Aristocats already? I need my Aristocats.
It's in here. Don't worry. We're getting to it. Toy Story 4, I'm gonna throw it in the trash because it was
Like I
It
said,
took
if they
everything.
had done that as a spin-off instead of a sequel and made it
Yeah.
different characters, it would have been so much better. Because again, it had such potential. It has some great jokes.
It
and
had
scenes in
one
it.
good moment, and that I actually liked, and that was the whole
I consider
fixing the doll, and she got rejected. I'm like, that's
I-
Rider.
Honest, the whole part's about how the toys were acting towards Dad and some of the other stuff. There were some great, funny scenes in it, but they mixed so much crap in it that went against the plot of the first 3 movies and against the morals of the first 3 movies.
Like, it
If
had
they
this
made
like
it
a
into like
spin-off.
standalone thing, it wouldn't have been offensive. But because they tied it to something else, they've made it offensive.
Personally, I would have liked that movie if it would have went in a different direction. Like maybe they had to go to college to help Andy or something.
Or even
That's
if
just
they
a
ended
brave
it
little
and Bo
poster.
Peep was trying to go back with them instead of him abandoning his new kid.
Right.
I feel like they did the Christmas special one, and I feel like that was a perfect epilogue to to the whole thing, and that's how why I consider it. I consider the 3 movies and the Christmas episode and the Christmas special after the 3rd movie to be the canon.
DreamWorks list soon.
Technically,
Technically,
Toy Story 3 is the end of the whole Andy toy arc.
There's nothing else after 3.
And then you have the Christmas special, which still does do it justice. Like, it shows that the toys are fine and everything. And I'm like, I can live with that.
It's like there are only 2 alien
They're
movies.
so determined to make sequels, prequels, follow-ups, and stuff to things that they push stories beyond the original design.
Yeah, exploit that IP.
And it destroys them instead of enhancing them. Whereas if you just did a full spin-off, took the names off, and made it a popcorn flick that's really unrelated, except for the same people, then a lot of these movies would not be as offensive as they are.
Yeah, like I said, it's a good popcorn flick. It's just
not a Toy Story movie.
Yeah.
Because they wanted to focus on Woody. If there was like an excellent spin-off movie with Woody, I would actually see it if it works, but no. The ending is perfect.
It's
where
also
it needs to
turning
be.
Bo Peep
That's
into
it.
a shrill, whiny feminist basically annoyed the shit out of me.
Okay, I gotta ask the question: is Lightyear in here by any chance?
Oh God,
that's F tier automatically.
Well, we're doing animated ones here. I don't remember if they did that one animated or not.
It was CGI, but it's like
CGI
this is not the movie Andy saw. Okay,
There
That is
was
not
an
the movie
animated
you saw.
movie about Buzz Lightyear that came out when my nephew was a baby that was actually good.
The actual
the cartoon was way better. The Buzz Lightyear Star Command cartoon was way better.
That's what I was talking about. That was actually good.
That cartoon was so good.
My nephew loved that freaking thing. Do you know how many times I had to watch that with him when I was babysitting him?
Hey, Pal, why do we need ends?
Say again.
Why are there all ends now? Why is everything an end?
Exactly.
Lilo and Stitch.
That's
you know where that goes with me.
Is that the first one?
The very first one.
Okay, that's definitely you should throw an S in.
Yeah, it's like actually I will go one better. Anything except for their new remake, any of the Lilo and Stitch movies are all S tier to me.
Yeah,
and I have them all, and I rewatched them all.
I personally,
I could have told you, but S tier, there's going to be pain. So yeah.
Where's the other Lilo and Stitch movies?
Hang on, I'm grabbing them.
Let's just take it as a given. They're going to go up there.
Definitely remember, no matter where you're at. Personally, it wasn't my taste, but it was a good movie.
And there was some stories like the Mulan 2. It's like that's like the
thing is,
Hamlet 2.
With Lilo and Stitch, they tied them all together so well. All of the follow-up movies and the show all tied together. They told the story of how he developed his issues, struggling with his being artificially created, all this stuff, finding his cousins, and then concluding that story arc with the last movie with Leroy. It was all tied together really well with Lilo, so nothing was superfluous. And they all fit the characters.
It definitely sold a lot of merch.
Yeah, just to me. I mean,
okay, there we go. We got
Lilo is my autistic hero. What do you want?
and there we go in that order. There you go. Oh, there we go. Now I have it in order.
Unfortunately, a very problematic scene of how Disney treats natives from islands completely different than they do mainland natives. The way that they've told their stories and honored the people on the islands with Lilo and Stitch, with Moana and all those, it's not how they treat natives on the mainland when they tell our stories.
Moana, you got The Rock involved. It's like you're going to pay attention to the lore. You're going to.
I don't like The Rock at all.
He's big on the island culture.
Anime, zoom in where you put the Lilo and Stitch stuff. What's that?
One of his passions he wants to do is he wants to do a King Kamehameha
Zoom
movie.
in on where you put the Lilo and Stitch movies.
That's actually because The Rock is actual part.
Yeah, exactly. He's related to the Samoans.
there's a reason I'm saying this. Let me see here.
Oh, wait, hold on. Well, that's way
You
too
described
big.
it as a
Okay,
little big
there
kind
we
of- it'll
go.
be a Hawaiian
I think that's as
Braveheart,
big as I
wouldn't
can get it.
You're missing the final one, Leroy and Stitch.
Oh, Leroy and Stitch.
Or
it?
yeah, that was the one you're missing. Here it was. Lilo and Stitch was the first one. The second one was explaining the issues he had because he's artificially created. Then you had Stitch the movie was the start of the series. They went through the series and all the adventures in it. And then Leroy and Stitch ended this series and concluded the storyline.
Okay, let me.
Did I mention I have a
let me
weakness for
zoom-
Lilo?
Yeah, I mentioned that.
Yeah, you did.
Did
Okay.
you bring that? Did you bring that
There.
big stuff Stitch with you?
I've got
There
some of
we
my Stitches that you're
Yeah.
There
Nice
we
big
go.
Stitch.
So
I mean,
there we go. So I have all 4 movies
Yeah.
good boy.
together. There we go.
Mhm.
All 4 movies are together. Alrighty, up
Okay.
next. Joker, you had one. You mentioned one. I just didn't hear it. That was my fault.
God damn it.
Okay, let's see here.
Up next is Doug's first movie.
Okay, that's been years. That's been years since I've seen it.
Okay, I did not like the whole when they moved.
Maybe DMC, from what I recall.
I
Maybe
didn't like
from what
it
I
ever
recall.
on any network.
It's been
Well,
so
when
long.
Doug originally started, it wasn't bad. It's when it went.
It was to me.
Yeah, they
Nickelodeon's fine. They
completely.
didn't know what they had.
Yeah, they
It's been
completely
years.
destroyed that classic on Disney.
I never thought it was classic to begin with, so I'm on the outside of this one.
I mean, it's a cult
I
following.
hated that show to begin with so much. Yeah, but remember, I have the reputation. I hate everything. Remember,
Yep.
Well,
I've given
I
too many
identified-
things good ratings, so I have to go back to my hating everything now. Okay.
Well,
Yeah.
I identified with Doug so much because I used to daydream all the time like that. Draw.
I did too, but I just found him annoying.
Alrighty. Inside Out, the first movie.
Inside Out.
Inside
I
Out
like-
is way up there.
I like the concept, so yeah.
I
the
liked it
concept.
too.
I'm
Pretty
going to say
good. My
this
mom liked it
actually,
too.
the second movie is really good. They did not do all the woke shit that Disney was trying to make them put in it.
Okay, good. I've yet to see the second one.
The second
so I
one,
was like,
all the things that Disney was trying to lean in, where you're going to play on her having feelings for a girl that way, all this stuff, none of that happened. It just followed up with her trying to learn to compensate with what's in her brain, hitting teenage depression and angst and shit.
I think
Hey,
the
Joker, are you
word got out they were going
there?
that way, and they paid attention to the backlash.
Well, the writer crew never went that way. Disney was trying to push them that way, and then word got out while they were fighting about it.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
it
So
did
see,
not go that
They don't
way.
want this. Shut up. Yeah.
It did not go that way.
Yeah.
I've watched it. It is right on parallel with the first.
All right.
Joker, are you on Discord?
yes, I am. Same hand.
What's that one you just put up there?
Oh,
I've got
Rescuers Down Under. I figured this
I
was the sake of
will not
argument.
expand the second one. First one's a
I
good
gotta
one.
show you.
You guys can have those a little higher than F if you want, but I still hate them because of the way they portray all hunters in Disney.
Probably like
I
a
got
C
to,
tier, I guess.
Alrighty.
Joker, I gotta show you my token.
The Hunchback of Notre Dame.
That is
Oh, that's an A
complicated.
tier.
I won't put it S tier because that movie should not have been taken on as a kids animated movie because there's too much you had to
No.
take out in order to make it work. And also,
I like it.
while I get they were trying to make it palpable to kids, adding in the goofy shit and the living gargoyles and stuff on a very serious, dark story was, I think, very disrespectful.
Yeah.
But they had some good songs. They had some stuff that really dealt with what was actually happening, that actually pressed the boundaries of what Disney would usually do. So I won't give it a full F because there's some decent stuff in it, but I don't think they ever should have tried to take it on.
Yeah. If you've seen one of the more serious versions, I think no, this is not a children's story.
The book ends with him, with the
Dead.
bad guy as a serial killer murdering both of them and sealing them in a wall together like a wedding couple.
Wow.
It's not a story that ever
Yeah.
should have been touched by Disney.
Even the Lon Chaney version has what could be termed a happier ending. Everyone dies, but it's,
Alrighty.
Whoa.
Rosetta has been so patient.
Where are we
at
putting
the
the
arist-
cats, Rosetta? Where are we
Where
putting the
are we
butterfly?
playing the Aristocats? Where are we putting it?
My
Oh, really?
Aristocats are an S. That was my thing growing up. Ladies
that
do
movie.
not start fights, but they can finish them.
A lady goes
Yeah.
first. Wait, what was the line again?
Yeah,
Ladies
You're
Joker.
not a
I
lady.
went
You're
to-
just your little sister.
You're not a
I went
lady.
to-
You're nothing but a sister.
Mr. Malley, Mr. Malley.
I might know that movie a little much from my childhood, okay?
Yeah.
I went to
Alright.
my toy store. Joker,
Also,
and,
bear in mind that the voice of the mouse that's helping them throughout the movie is the same voice of Ka or Winnie the Pooh or them.
Sherwood Schwartz. No, not Sherwood Schwartz.
Yeah.
That's a producer. Sterling Holloway. No.
Yeah.
Is that right? Yeah, that's it.
But,
Too many
it's-
similar names, but I think it's, yeah.
It's him,
Right.
though. And
Yeah, I
that
know,
has to also get credit.
Yeah. You can only
But
do
also-
one voice.
I love the music scene with them in the loft, even if it is considered very problematic now.
Yeah, you can't really call him a voice actor. He only had one voice.
but I think
Alrighty.
you'll
Was
like
it
this.
like cows? He's struggling.
Joker, I think you'll
Alrighty,
like
the
this.
little-
I got a, I
The
think
Little
you'll like
Mermaid
this.
2.
Why?
Make it in the bottom.
That's a case of why.
Why, Steve? Why?
But I think you'll like this, Joker. I got a 10-inch Toga.
What's
My
the next
Hero
movie?
Academia figure.
The Black Cauldron.
Actually, we put that at B to A. It's
Yeah,
decent,
that's under-
but I
I saw
don't think
the-
it's hit full up.
I saw it in the base theater, so that was that was good. Yeah.
A decent, like the behind the scene production is like an interesting story alone for what they were
Yeah,
trying to do during the year.
it was like
After
Disney
Walt
wasn't
passed away.
quite back yet,
And
but they
based
were
on what I
clawing their
thought
way
we saw
back.
in the next spot, I'm going to bite my tongue and exempt myself from this one before I say words that my mother will hear in her house.
Little Mermaid 2 again. Why?
Nope, no,
Never
that's
seen it.
below there.
Oh, that's
Never
Oh.
seen it.
too far. Hold on, let's go back up.
Alrighty.
Anastasia, that was not a Disney movie.
That was not a Disney. Are we just doing?
It
That was
not-
DreamWorks.
Oh, that was DreamWorks.
DreamWorks.
Oh,
That
I'm
was
sorry.
DreamWorks.
My
If
memory
we get a
is
dream
so bad.
category
That
going,
was an early Don Bluth
Yeah,
thing. Yeah.
Okay. Sorry about that.
No.
I thought Anastasia was Disney. I am so sorry,
no,
ladies and
no.
gentlemen.
Because I know some people like that, but
Hmm.
and I know it had good music, but honestly, Danny Elfman wasted his career with Burton. So fucking bad. I hate Burton
Let me
so much.
go.
If you
let me
put
go
that in the
through
top,
anything.
I'll fucking rebel and leave. I fucking hate Burton with a passion as a gothic girl.
I put it at
It's
B,
in
like the midway point, like at B.
I never saw it, but I've seen so
Blue.
much Jack Skellington stuff. It's like I'm kind of sick of it.
You know, I kind of agree because
I still love it.
like-
It's a really
C
good one.
okay.
The thing is that
C okay. It's
Disney
C
has
okay,
worked
Rosetta.
so hard. I'm gonna say this here. I'm not gonna get that. Disney has worked so hard at convincing people that movie was more liked than it actually was. It was a huge flop. They could not sell the toys. They were literally selling them in Christmas season for 25 cents each on clearance racks everywhere. It was hated when it came out.
I agree. 'cause
Literally.
I didn't like his version of Alice in Wonderland either.
I hate Burton with a fiery
Mm.
passion of 1,000 suns supernovaing up his ass.
As a Giantess lover, I hated that Alice in Wonderland remake. Such a dumb movie.
How about A Bug's Life?
Oh, that was a good
Yeah,
movie. That was
the
like
weakest
A or
one
B.
we saw.
It's a
It
remake of the
was-
Magnificent Seven, but yeah, but
It was
Seven Samurai.
good, but it bored me. It just
Yeah,
wasn't
it's like
me.
A or B. Ants was better. Ants was like the more darker, mature
Yeah.
version.
But that,
That one
was
bored me too,
that was
honestly.
DreamWorks. That
Yeah,
was
DreamWorks, but I think Ants was better than.
Oh,
Bugs
it
Life.
was way better.
Yeah,
Alrighty.
what's that? Atlantis again?
Atlantis.
Oh, that's the
Milo-
second one, where it's like a bunch of short stories in one go.
Atlantis.
Forgettable.
Milo's Return. Forgettable.
Oh,
Alright.
Almost forgettable.
yeah, I don't remember it.
Because I vaguely remember it, most of it,
It
but
is-
I feel like I'm more inclined with the first movie. I remember that one the
The first
best
one was
because
a
Is
classic,
Road
really
to
good.
is Road to El Dorado?
Oh,
Sinister,
boy,
is
there's
that
your
DreamWorks?
lady.
No,
Trans
they are
two with
DreamWorks.
DreamWorks.
let's see. Late.
I said we need to do a DreamWorks list too. 'cause
Yeah,
that's
we
where
will.
most of
We-
my
we
favorite
We gotta
will.
do DreamWorks after this.
And when we do
Lady-
DreamWorks, we need a more complete list than this. It needs to go with much more different tiers and more high tier marks, different ratings. Because
Yes.
I have more detailed breakdown of DreamWorks,
Okay,
honestly.
and this falls into the Y category again.
Which one is it?
Lady and the Tramp 2.
Yeah, fuck that shit. Anyway.
No.
All right.
I will say, actually, the Goofy movies were well made.
They're entertaining. They're very fun. You know, the first one is still a classic. I still like the second one a lot due to always being on the Disney
second one
Channel.
a lot
back in
really
the day.
actually was honoring to the original story of him and his original love story. They sequeled it really well.
I just want to be in your life, man.
Okay, you can't do that.
Or it's the electric chair.
Okay, he almost did it, but he actually sounded like he was Jet Clampett trying to be goofy.
Jet Clampett.
Yes. Alrighty. The Incredibles 2.
Probably A or B.
No. Because A.
I'll call it a B.
No, that automatically is an F because they did not notify people there were strobes in it to put kids in the hospital.
The epileptic seizure stuff, yeah.
Ooh,
and literally, the movies were part of the entire point of Incredibles was supposed to be to be inclusive, that you're okay at your different levels. Not everyone has to be amazing. And then they literally made one of the movies so that about 70 million people in the country cannot safely watch it and didn't warn people.
That's why I love My Hero Academia so much.
Okay, next one. Onward. I don't know that one.
Okay, here's the thing. I
James and the Giant Peach.
That goes in the F tier with me too.
It could be better, but
the current one he's doing, I don't know, so I'm not
probably
gonna.
to keep it like in this. It's between a C and an F. So really,
Yeah, that's F
that
to
movie
me.
freaked me out, honestly.
Nothing's ever freaked me out in movies. Not really.
Roald Dahl was a very strange man. Okay, Dumbo.
He had good stuff. That movie though, they did
Well, yeah.
not make well.
The original.
Probably
Overrated,
a B.
but not bad. I'd say B.
Yeah, B.
There's still that scene where they'll rip your heart out when separated from his mother. Yeah.
Drop the rest of the whatever follow-ups of Lion.
There's the original Lion King. Okay, yeah, put that in. and lose the 3. Okay, lose the Lion King 3.
That's Lion King 1.5.
No, Lion King 3
they
is up
didn't
there
do
somewhere. They get rid of the damn thing. What the hell?
I just remember the one where Simba became the leader.
Moana goes up there. They actually did that really well to the culture.
I actually did like Moana.
Well, yeah, that's it. You got The Rock right there. That you're going to do this right in the campaign.
When they first made that movie, people complained about him being Maui, saying that he wasn't native enough, even though he's literally from the tribe that's the god of. Because he's mixed.
Ray the Last Dragon.
His grandfather's Dry Chief Maui.
I'm literally saying because he's mixed. They said he wasn't native enough to play that part, and I remember the people complaining about it.
It's like you want to cut out to his face and then bring the rest of the Samoans with him. You're just.
Well, they basically gave up on that argument when basically the people on the Hawaiian Islands started going after him for it.
Yeah, like the hell he's not.
Oh my god.
Some of the best relations we've had, so fuck you.
There's so many things to complain about that they did with the stupid remake of Lilo and Stitch. The actors are not one of it because there isn't an actor in that movie playing a native who is at least not part of a Hawaiian tribe, even if they're only mixed.
Yeah.
So them sitting there going, well, they're not dark enough. It's like, have you seen Don Ho's daughter? She ain't dark either, and her mother's a full guard member of the tribe too.
She could be a member of ABBA. Okay.
And she literally, her dad is Don Ho, and her mother's a native. And she looks like that. That doesn't mean anything. It's like there's this like obsession with a lot of white liberals with telling minorities when we count based on our skin tone.
I think the problem is just white liberals. That covers it.
And there's also an issue on the other side with a bunch of people on the right with either we're not white enough or usually it's we're not white enough. How we have those other things in us, and there are people on the right that push that a lot. It's like,
those are generally branded as idiots.
Nah, they've gotten a lot more accepted as of late. I've dealt with a lot of harassment, and it just gets piled on by all kinds of people supporting it, going, "Yeah, this is like, no, it's not. That's not what it is."
What's the lower?
You need help.
Oh, God.
There is a lower tolerance for it on the
What movie is this?
They put them in charge.
I despise Luca because it's
Never seen
Never
it.
watched it. Don't care.
It's very boring, like very safe for Pixar, but it never pushes the boundaries of what. Oh, this is our Pixar movie.
Okay.
No, this is a movie you turn on TV for the little children, while they watch it, and the rest of us just talk. That's what Luca is.
The background movie.
Oh, so it's
And I'm sorry. Like,
What movie
Pixar,
is this
dude,
anime?
Okay,
This
Soul.
one's Soul. I'm
Never seen it.
conflicted with Soul because I love the concept. I love the idea.
Never
love the
watched it.
music. But
Kind of
it's
Kind of a jazz blues theme type thing.
I would say
Is that the
much
movie
better
where they're
than
up in,
almost to be, and they fixed
Is
a
that
few
the-
things. Very good.
is that the movie? Is that the movie where they're up in someone's head controlling their emotions?
That's Inside Out.
That's
That's
Inside Out.
Yeah, already
Soul
in
is like
It's a difficult movie to explain, basically.
I love the concept. I really
I've
do.
heard
but
of it. I've never watched it, so I really can't
I'm just
fair
conflicted. with it.
criticize.
Then we got the panda thing.
And we got Turning
What?
Red.
That no.
Nope.
Oh, I like the one
You don't mess with
Okay,
red
then.
pandas. You don't mess with red pandas in
All right.
the
And what's this one?
Strange World.
Never seen it.
Oh,
What?
Don't know.
I say it's worse.
And then we already discussed Anastasia not belonging there in the first place.
There we go. So this is the official Knights of the Anime Table tier list on Disney movies, with the honorable mention of Ferngully because of reasons.
Robin Williams.
Yes, but we
Because we love
managed
our
to
Robin Williams.
look at F tier. Holy crap! We really
F is never
tore apart
more
the whole thing.
There's too many
Some-
movies we haven't. It's like,
agree with.
Let's be
I think
honest.
you'll
How many
think
movies were stuck
nowadays
in
it's like
F?
a
Because
B.
as soon as you named them, I said, "Drop that in F. Screw that shit."
yeah, and if you like never, never even heard of it. Never mind, never saw it.
Actually, S tier it actually did way better because we have
Yeah.
the Lilo and Stitch, and if you were to narrow down of what to watch, ladies and gentlemen, just go by this list. This is a list of like what to watch and give a chance to in this conundrum. Ignore these ones. Ignore these ones.
Hey
Or
Bob, I have a
go watch
question
some of
for
those.
you.
Shall we do the Star Trek list again now that Rosetta's here to partake?
I did Star Trek with you.
No, we did a Star Wars Star Trek. Let's do the Star Trek stuff list over again.
One
They
sec.
mix in Star Wars.
One sec. Bob, I have a question for you.
Okay.
From what you've seen of my mother, do you think I could get her to actually watch Death Smoochie?
I'd say there's an even chance.
You know, it's funny because a lot of those
Get on the
movies
couch
that
and
have
have no choice but to sit there.
a lot of those movies that have DreamWorks counterparts actually are the better versions of them, like Ants, for instance.
We
I
got Woody
wouldn't say
Allen.
Shark Tale was better than Nemo, though. They're both sucky.
I'd say they all belong at the very bottom. Suck that shit. I mean,
Mhm.
so,
Yeah, Silent Joke. I got to show you that toga figure from.
I would say we did the list overall decent, and I would say the only reason the S tier list was that high was because of my weakness for Lilo and Stitch in all forms before the remake. Because everything before the remake, I was obsessed
Put that
with.
in private chat for you,
You know,
so you can find it real quick.
Somebody requested the Muppet movies, so let's get that going. I don't know.
Yeah, that one shouldn't take long to do.
But
there aren't that
I've
many.
seen-
Yeah.
but there's not that many.
Let's do
see.
it.
I got here. Let me blow this up as best as I humanly can.
We go full screen.
Okay, we got. Let's see. We got
Christmas
Muppet.
Carol, Swamp Tales, another Christmas Carol. No, Christmas Carol. Muppet in Space, Muppets Most Wanted, Muppets Take Manhattan, the Muppets, Muppet Treasure
This is
Island.
gonna be.
What's that one in the Great Muppet Caper?
Okay, if you're
Muppet
trying to
movie.
make all of the actual movies and specials that are Muppets, and you're gonna have the Christmas stuff there, you have to have fucking Emmett and Otter.
Emmett Nodder. I remember that one.
You have to have that in there because that is the Christmas top tier Muppet for me. That and the Christmas Carol version.
I don't
Those
recall
two
the
are
Wizard
S
of
tier
Oz
movies to
version.
me. The
Muppet
Wizard of
Show?
Oz version is too race swapped, but it is actually funny, so I'm kind of conflicted on it.
I liked that one because it was
Never heard
funny.
of it.
It just was a little weird for me at the time. Just a little weird. So,
That's why I said I'm kind of conflicted on it because I'm not a fan of race swapping, but it was actually funny. So I would put it as a
also,
mid
Miss
tier for
Piggy
that
is
one.
the Wicked Witch. I'm like, okay, that made sense.
Them messing up the transformation, trying to make her into a little delicate princess and turning her into Kelly Osbourne accidentally was funny.
Well, let's start right off the bat. Put Muppet movie S. Okay, just
Okay, the first one there, let's just do these in order. Okay, the first one there, that's in the order he got them, is the Christmas special they did right before it went really bad. And it's weird, but it's got some good scenes, and it basically spoofs a lot of It's a Wonderful Life, but they also have a really good spoof of Steve Irwin in it. But it's not up to the classic Muppets here, so I would say about B.
Okay.
Very good.
I think that one makes
Yeah,
more
I'm
sense.
not going to be of any. I'm not going to be of any use in this because I'm
A couple
not
of them I will be
on
helpful.
Muppet stuff. I don't know anything about Muppets.
The fact that I actually had a scene of Kermit screaming, "I wish I'd never been born," over and over was interesting. And having Joan Cusack as a bad guy worked well.
well, that was in the Muppets, though, wasn't it?
Alrighty, Kermit's Swamp Years.
All right.
That's it.
Where
are we
Cena
on this
beats
one?
here. That's not the top Muppet ones.
Alrighty, we have the Muppets Christmas Carol.
The one that everyone
Yes.
that's an automatic S.
Yeah,
Just like the reason why it works is they made it work. Michael Caine, he took the role serious. He didn't do anything. Muppety, he didn't wait.
Pardon?
He treated
By
them
the
as
way,
if
I
they were
can do a piggy
actual
voice.
people.
Did you know I can do a
combined
Miss
the best
Piggy
of the
voice?
books.
Yes,
Also,
go ahead.
the Muppet
Go ahead.
version, even children could follow along with it, but they
I
also added
did,
some
but
more.
everyone's still talking.
Oh, sorry. Oh, shit. Sorry about that.
I was going, I'm about to race you right off the pavement. Pardon? Piggy
No.
was one of the voices I did as a kid. That and Dr. Claw.
oh, I love Inspector Gadget.
That's a good
All
one.
right, I don't do delicate voices.
Mhm.
No, what's
All
sad is
right.
I got that deeper than you did, and I'm the girl here.
That's why I was such a big fan of Tony Jay and other voice actors like that. I could do that type of voice, kind of.
There's no rest in my arm here.
I've never done that imitation in a long time. Did you actually know I could do those deep voices, Big Cow?
I swear, Anime, if you had to put the Inspector Gadget Matthew Broderick movie on that list, I would have left. That is an insult to all of us Inspector Gadget fans.
I would
Although
love to as well.
I
I'm gonna-
have the Inspector Gadget Christmas special DVD.
All we need is the original from the 1980s.
That's
There's
what
one
I'm
of the
talking
big
about.
thing
The Christmas special they did in that show. I actually have the colors DVD of.
You know, the big thing, the Christmas Carol. You know, it's a straight turn in the story. Just the Muppets are other characters. You know, Kermit is Bob Cratchit.
I would love to see a movie where the Muppets face off against Jeff Dunham's puppets.
That'd be
All
If,
right.
great.
If
Muppets
Henson
from
were
space.
around, they might do that.
Muppets from
Muppets
Space
versus
is one of
Muppets.
my favorites. That's got to be an A to S.
I have
Muppets
not
versus
seen that one. I heard
Finally
very good
explain
things
what the
about
hell
it, so
Gonzo is.
You
One of
need
these
to
days I'll
watch
get
it,
to it.
Joker. Also,
I will
say
get to one. of
Muppet
these
Treasure
days.
Island is my favorite one that goes up on S. That goes with
That's my
Christmas
favorite as
Carol.
well. S tier, baby. Woo!
The closest,
Ooh, I
the
love that
closest
one.
I can remember to the Muppets was the cartoon Muppet Babies.
Well, thank you. But aren't you supposed to be with the other guys? Are you kidding? I love you guys. I mean,
Always, what was the dog's name that played piano? Was that
Ralph.
Rolf
Yeah, I
is
always
that
liked
they
Rolf.
actually said
Ralph,
it. They
yeah,
accented it heavily. Take Emmett Nodder and put it up in S tier with the other two while you're at it.
Emmett Nodder. Where did I use that from? I know I've seen that
Okay,
before.
Bob, when we start our karaoke's, I will sing the
Mhm.
bathing suit that Grandma Otter wore.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now Ralph is the one Muppet older than Kermit. Okay.
Oh, wow.
Okay,
Ralph
while
goes back to the Jimmy
we're
Dean
adding some
show.
specials, can you guys please throw in the John Denver and the Muppets Christmas together? It's really classic and really good.
Hell, John Denver was a Muppet.
What is it, Eagle Rider?
John Denver and the Muppets Christmas together. It's part of my family's tradition, as is the Muppet Family Christmas, which was crisscross of Sesame Street Muppet Showcast and Fraggle Rock all in one.
Mm.
By the way, can you tell we had a lot of Muppet stuff in my house growing up?
Mm-hmm.
The first time I watched the Muppet Christmas Carol was while we were in the hotel after the house fire.
Mm.
We were trying to get through being stuck in a hotel for months.
There we go.
And it has a very, very special place to my family.
Alrighty. Muppets Most Wanted.
Nope.
What?
That
Alright.
one lost the spirit of the Muppets. It's as bad as their
Yeah,
rehash of the
that-
show they tried to do a couple years ago.
Hmm.
Can't offend Muppet fans. We will revolt quickly.
Okay.
Yeah, Most Wanted did not need to happen. Like, you
Let's
got
get Muppets Take
13.
Manhattan out of the way here.
Yeah, Muppets
Didn't
Take
need to.
Manhattan is a solid A.
Mm.
I would not say it's S tier with the other ones, but it is a good movie.
This looks like more like a Hollywood one. The poster
Well, it's kind of a
is.
caper thing. Well, that's what they're going for, you know.
The Great Muppet Caper and Muppet Movie, I would also say, are A tier.
Muppet movie, I'd put up an S because that, you know, again,
They are solid, beautiful,
It set the
wonderful.
no Muppet movie, move up one more because you know.
But I don't
Good.
quite consider them quite as much as the other. Okay, since we were already talking about them ripping off a little bit of the stuff for Toy Story, you have to add Muppets Christmas toy in it.
Okay, the Muppets. That's a
Christmas
Jason.
toy.
The Jasons.
That's where the whole inspiration of the living toy that came from is Muppets the Christmas
Mm.
toy.
Yeah, there was a movie like that back in the 80s. What was it
Yeah, that's what
called?
I'm talking about.
The toys come to life. Yeah, the toys come to life, and they.
That's what I'm saying. You have to add that to this if we're going to be fair about that. Also, there's a couple specials that tied to them doing their version of Fractured Fairy Tales kind of stuff as specials
Hmm.
that are not listed most places but absolutely belong there, which would be Muppet Frog Prince and Muppets Hey Cinderella. And those need to be up at the top tier too. Sweetums eat little frog. Polly Wally Wally get a mighty pow. Sorry. Again,
You know,
don't mess with Muppet.
yeah, down at the Denver Art Museum one year, they had, and this is back in the late 70s, they had a Muppets display there. And they had the first Kermit made out of, you know, Henson's mom's house coat. And they had, you know, but they had Sweetums holding Robin. And I'm saying,
If
this
I
is
could
the
only
biggest
bake
Muppet
the hall
with
and
the
the
smallest
candle
one.
of her
Yeah.
brain.
Okay, the Muppets. That's the Jason Segel one, right?
Did you
Yep.
get my two specials I said?
I'd put that at A.
I got the Christmas toy one and the
No,
John
no.
Denver.
I said two just after that. Muppet
Uh-oh.
Frog Prince and Hey Cinderella. They were doing fairy tale editions of things during the era of all the fairy tale night shows in the 80s. And those two are brilliant. Brilliant. And I love them.
Jason.
And this tells you I know some of the weird, obscure shit that you don't find easily searching, don't I?
Mm. me see if I can find them. That first pitch video they did for trying to sell the Muppet Show. It's a weird one. Okay.
Little frog.
Like I said, I remember the
There.
Muppet Babies, the cartoon
Give me a
from
second
like
here.
1984.
Yeah, the Muppet Show
83.
pitch reel.
There
Here
we
we are.
go. There we go. Okay. So Frog Prince.
Mm-hmm.
That was
That has to be A to S tier. That is beautiful. The Frog Prince.
And then we got Hey
Hey,
Cinderella.
Cinderella is the same. A to
okay.
S.
Now that one I did see. That one was a pretty good one. Not gonna lie.
I love those two so much. Okay.
And then
This is definitely showing you how much I know Muppet shit, isn't it?
and then Muppet
I'll
Wizard
probably
of
give it a
Oz.
good B. It's
Muppet
Muppet
Wizard of
Wizard of
Oz
I'll give it
was
a B.
race swapped, so it loses hits, but it had a lot of good jokes and was well put together, so I'd say B.
Okay, I gotta watch that just to see who they cast as the.
You
Okay.
have Queen Latifah and David Allen Greer in it.
Oh god.
Probably
I would
give
put that pretty high up because Jason Segel's a big Muppet fan.
I
Is one-
hated
brought
that
back a lot.
movie, though. So let's put it in the middle and we'll compromise.
Let's give
How's
it a
that
B.
sound?
Yeah, okay. Well,
I'll leave it there because it brought back a lot of the charm that they remembered. Some of the human characters can be a little weak, but hey, they still get the focus on the Muppets. At least I'll give them that.
yeah, and the craziness that went on just dealing with. That's where you got Kermit going, I wish I'd have met more, and just losing it.
But yeah, the cartoon's
Yeah.
probably gonna be my limit as far as knowing anything about it.
It's supposed to be a puppet thing, and then you lose it when you go to animation because then you're just doing voice. It's like just a cartoon.
Oh, and NASCAR did a short run of like special Muppet things.
Hmm.
So we can clearly see, obviously, me and Bob do have a lot of the same lists of things we get passionate about, don't we?
Pull up what I just shared.
Shut up. We don't have to agree, bitch. I mean, I would almost put Christmas Eve on Sesame Street in with the Muppet movies because it was more traditional Muppets than any of the other Sesame Street stuff.
All right. This was the original pitch that they put together to try and sell the Muppet Show in the first place.
In conclusion, I would like to point out that it is time for a revolutionary new look in primetime variety television, and the combination of the Muppets and George Schlatter can bring this to the world. Yes, for over 20 years, Jim Henson here and the dedicated group of people that make up the Muppets have been developing the art of television puppetry to heights that were never before considered possible. And at the same
I
time,
have an idea.
George Schlatter here has been developing and creating new forms in television comedy that have changed the very face of primetime television. From the same creative minds that brought you Ralph of The Jimmy Dean Show, Laugh-In, Sesame Street, The Cher Show, Turn On. What? Oh, anyhow. These two giants of the industry have fused their creative juices into one great explosion of brilliant television programming. And what is this fusion of creative juices called? The Muppet Show. A show that will be loved and adored by every Nielsen home in the country. Small children will love the cute, cuddly characters. Young people will love the fresh and innovative comedy.
Oh god.
College kids and intellectual eggheads will love the underlying symbolism of everything. Freaky, long-haired, dirty, cynical hippies will love our freaky, long-haired, dirty, cynical Muppets, because that is what show business is all about. Yes, the careers of the men who made the decision to put this show on the air will skyrocket. People like Bob Wood, Lee Curlin, Perry Lafferty, Oscar Katz, and even Tom Swofford will become stars in their own right. The names of these men will become household words like stove, sink, toilet. No, like patriotism, apple pie, and mother. Friends, the United States of America needs the Muppet Show, and you should buy this show. Now, we're not pulling any punches here. I mean, there's nothing subtle about this pitch. So buy the show and put it on the air, and we'll all be famous. The Muppets will be famous, and CBS will be famous because we'll have a hit show on our hands. And we'll all get temperamental and hard to work with, but you won't care because we'll all make a lot of money. And Slaughter and Henson will be happy, and you will be happy, and Kermit's mother will be happy. And God will look down on us and smile on us, and he will say, let them have a 40 share.
I love
Good God. He went all
What the hell was that all about?
I need a just for that last bit there of Kermit. What the hell is that all about?
Bob, send me the link.
I swear, if I hear that song,
Somehow I missed that bit when I see that it's on the extras for the season 1 of the Muppet Show.
Bob,
Somehow
I have
missed
an
that bit at the
idea. I have an idea.
end. Uh-huh.
We need to do a set of episodes of our streams together where we go through and rank and review all the Muppet Show episodes by season.
Yeah, about the going by episodes. Like, holy crap, it'd be there for a week.
No, this is I want this to be an ongoing series for a while.
Okay.
We'll
Definitely
watch
download
and
that.
review and then
damn it,
break
won't
down
let me.
and all of it. Because it's
My
classic
buddy.
Muppets.
Yeah.
my buddies will come out of nowhere on Discord and just start singing that one
Anyway, I'm gonna
There.
look for something.
Okay. This saves me some time because someone clipped it just the very end of it.
song. It's just so damn catchy.
No, somehow when I watched it, I totally missed the Kermit bit. What if it was even on the same bit? But where else are you going to hear Kermit actually cuss?
Ah,
No, for a while Kermit wasn't even they didn't even know he was a frog. He just, this is how Kermit here. It was quite a few years in about before they said he was a frog.
What'd you think of those figures, Joker?
hey, the Internet Archive does have a bootleg of the Muppet Frog Prince I can play for anime.
Oh, okay.
Do it. Come on, anime.
What?
Let's wrap the stream up early and watch Muppet Frog Prince. Do it. That plus I'm tired. I'm not gonna stay up late tonight.
Yeah. I could probably. I'll pin the DreamWorks list for another show.
Yeah,
for
let's do that
week's-
next week.
Yeah.
Yes.
I will be here for DreamWorks, so.
DreamWorks is
yeah,
taking way too long
And-
to go in depth for all of us.
Yeah.
Because well, with Disney here, we blew through a lot and went, screw 'em, to hell with that one. That sucked. Okay.
You think
DreamWorks,
Disney
even the
picked
ones
over
I'm
Eden
not
did?
as big a fan of, I'm still gonna spend more time going over.
There we go.
Man, they can still do it, and they're coming
Plus, we
back.
said we're doing the 2 to 3 hour streams more right now while we're going through stuff, and it's already 2.5 hours almost. And that was after bullshitting backstage a while.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A little more digestible for the repeat audience. Yeah.
Yes. Yeah, I think
Besides
we
some
can. We
breaking
can.
out stuff.
Yeah, I think we can end it at the 2 hour
Not a
at
bad
2 hour
stream.
30 mark. Yeah, it was a good stream. I also have the Cartoon Network up for the next week's episode as well.
Oh,
Because I know Joker and
Ooh.
MGTOW want to be here for that one.
Oh,
And
I gotta be
Jasmine
for that one.
and Jasmine too.
Yeah.
Because I figured in fair is fair, because Rosetta gets the DreamWorks one, MGTOW and Joker get the Cartoon Network one.
We
In
might
that
be fighting
order.
over where we put Samurai Jack.
Oh god, that's gonna be a fight.
Because we're gonna say, well, season 1 through 4 go over here, and then I'm gonna say season 5 is a masterpiece, and MGTOW might be like, no, it's not. I'm like, yeah, yes, it is.
brother, you're not going to see me disagree with Samurai Jack. I'm a big fan of that too.
What about season 5?
Oh yeah, where they continued the show after like what 20, 30 years, something like this.
14 years?
Yeah, it's a great conclusion to the series.
I don't get why people say like it was a great conclusion. It was about like hope, like he
Save it
lost-
for your list later.
Alrighty. Well, guys, we had a fantastic day of bullshitting and talking a lot of things, and also seeing Rosetta really go on an unhinged rant with Disney. Really solidified that tier. That really solidified that tier list. Really
Call
torn
that
apart.
unhinged? She's downright respectful.
No, she practically took a shovel and literally went to town on the whole list and made the F list a lot bigger than the other ones.
No, she was riding the brake the whole time. I didn't see her really unhinged.
Yeah, Bob has seen me get a lot worse than that on streams, haven't you, Bob?
Yeah.
But we
He's
did
like,
the
"Oh, yeah,
Muppets
Bob."
one to balance out, and I feel like that was a perfect end to it.
And most of the Muppets one went right up on the top tier for me, didn't
Yeah.
it?
Yeah, I feel like though the Muppets New York one, I feel like that should have been a Hollywood one.
It's like if Henson was still
It's
in
just the
charge.
way
then
it's just the way it's
The New
pictured.
York one is
The way
about
the
them.
Oh,
The
go
New
ahead.
York one though is actually about them trying to start a theater show in Broadway.
Oh, okay,
Yeah.
okay.
That's
I was
why, you know,
confused. The poster really confused me because the way it's looked, I'm like, this looks more Hollywood than New York. But when you mention Broadway, it does make sense.
well, yeah.
I
If you
confused.
get a
the
little
two
closer look at the
sometimes.
skyline, you'd be
Now-
the building. That, you know.
At some
let's
point-
wrap it up like you're gonna get some. Remember,
At-
every decker with an unwrapped pecker.
At some point, anime, we'll need to break that down further with Cartoon Network, like into the Toonami block.
Yeah, I'll try to find one. Everybody take care. Thank you, Bad Commander, and also our new face in the chat, Luca, all the way from Italy. Good to have you, and of course, Bullet Silence. Really wonderful. Luca, hope you stick around around the channel more. We have a lot more coming tomorrow night. I am playing Blood Rain for the PS2. Tuesday is Marvel X-Men Legends 2. Wednesday, me and Joker are back in the seat with Nightcast. A lot is happening in the film and gaming world. We would love to get into. Thursday's the watch party. I'm much better now mentally than I was on Thursday. Much better. Friday is more Sonic Racing. I did complete the Hatsune Miku Festival. I have all the stuff. Saturday night is up in the air, but I have an idea what game I'm going to play. And then we're back again with episode 124 with the DreamWorks and Cartoon Network tier list. Everybody's been loving the tier list, so I'm glad we're continuing this trend because it's new, it's different, it's fun, and it brings out the best in Eagle Rider and also the worst out in everybody. But you guys take care, though. I am going to get out of here. My stomach is grumbling. I would love to make dinner. Check out everybody's channels. And for those who are not here, honorable mentions with of course, with Phoenix with Screecher, and of course, Jasmine with her art page. Get those links out there. I am going to get out of here. We love you all. Take care.